There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Winning.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
You were in it to win it.
There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Only one.
Can there not, John Ward?
Well, apparently not, since they made like 4 other movies and 2 TV shows. So
yeah. Is it all about the same guy?
Well, the first 2 are connected. The third one, which has Mario Van Peebles as the villain, removes the second one, and then the fourth one has the actor from the first TV show, and the movie has Connor McLeod in it, but then he kind of takes over. And then there's the spinoff, The Raven, with a woman in it. So but I guess Endgame is kind of connected to it. I haven't watched the TV show, so
I know you like Mario Van Peebles. Do you like the movie he's in?
it's okay. It's the Final Dimension. It's all right. I don't that there's one shot in it where if they left it out, it could have been connected to the other 2 movies. It just would have happened in between. Instead, they do show Connor McLeod is at the grave of his wife, and which doesn't make sense because we see her die in the second film. And now with Russell Mulcahy, the director, retconning the second movie, and because of the Renegade cut, which I think is worse. And he's tried it like 3 other times to get this film right. And he just seems to make things worse and worse. I don't really know how any of this is connected anymore. I think the theatrical version, the 90-minute version of Highlander 2, The Quickening, is the better version. So, because they are aliens from another planet. They're from Zeist and or Zeisk. And in Renegade, they're not. They're from Earth. So
so I started watching part 2 and I got tired and fell asleep. So I have not seen all of part 2, but I do intend on looking to purchase it this week when I am in Las Vegas.
What? You're coming to Vegas?
And both Zia Records. We're doing both Zia Records. We're going to both. We're doing both Zia Records in Las Vegas. This is happening this week. So watch out. It's been a couple months in the making, but we're about to make that happen. Anyways, hello, everybody. Good Sunday evening to you
everyone.
all. Remember, stay prayed up and you will save World Trade Centers.
And if I was on the plane, 9/11 would have never happened.
There you go.
So, oh my God, I now have something on my face.
Oh man, what's going on?
This?
What's going on, John? It transferred from my lip to my forehead to your face. How about that? How about that?
I can't film when I have stuff like this.
Well, take a shower once in a while. Wash your face. Apply deodorant. I
tend to live the same way that Brad Pitt does. So
oh, is that smell every time I come over?
That's right.
But anyways, we'll say hello to all of you in just a moment, but quickly, let's first run down with this week's big old fat headlines with the main event, the main number one that we got to talk about, the passing of Catherine O'Hara. And, she was in so many different movies, but most of us would definitely remember her from Home Alone as the mom. And I chose not to pick one of her recent pictures where she was sick. I didn't want to remember her by that. I thought we would go back to something like this to remember Catherine O'Hara, who just passed away a couple days ago. So very, very sad. She was still relatively young, but she was sick. And I don't know exactly what she had or anything. Do you, John?
No, I just heard that she had passed. I like to remember her from Schitt's Creek. I think it was a very funny show.
I have yet to watch Schitt's Creek, and a lot of people have said that it's very funny. I need to get to that one day.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Nice. I'll put it on the list. So rest in peace.
On the shit
rest
list.
in peace, Catherine O'Hara.
I was lucky enough. When Danny Elfman started touring again, and he did the music of Tim Burton, she came out and performed like Nightmare Before Christmas. So she was on stage singing her songs. So
nice. Well, that, John Ward, is a perfect segue. Thank you very much, because this week at the box office, Dracula is coming out, directed by Luke Benson, who did 3 Days to Kill, which is a great movie, and Lucy. I couldn't really get into Lucy. I haven't ever finished it, but it stars Christoph Waltz, who do we all know who Christoph Waltz is, John?
I would like to think so. He also directed The Fifth Element and many other things. Mila was married to him for a little bit.
Yes. I don't know that everybody's going to know. So I'll just bring this up real quick.
Why do I look awful? I just look awful there. I have Sean C. Phillips hair.
Oh, rude. So this is obviously not Christoph Waltz. I need to mute this. Hopefully this will mute the music. That is Christoph Waltz. And he is playing a German in a movie. He's not a good guy in this movie. But the joke is when you send her a risky racist joke and she replies with an even worse one. Damn it. The stupid little StreamYard is sharing tab is over the play button. So hopefully you don't hear the music, do you?
No.
Oh, good. I'm just so paranoid about music anymore. So where John and I are no longer allowed to get drunk and play music all night because YouTube yelled at us severely. But there he is, Christoph Waltz, one of the funniest memes I've seen in a while. So good stuff there. But he does not play Dracula, but he is in the film. But Danny Elfman did the music for this film, Dracula, coming out this week. So I'm very excited about that. So perfect segue, mentioning Danny Elfman. Thank you for that. I do want to say hello to a couple folks that are going to be leaving us. I saw a couple comments here. And then we'll get right back to the headline. So if I miss your comment, I'll come right back to you. Deadpool fanatic, what's cracking? About to watch Melania. Enjoy your Sunday. There you go. I hope you enjoy Melania. I hope it's a good movie. We will be talking about that in a few minutes. That is a very interesting one. And the other comment I wanted to get to really fast, Robert C. dropping in. What up, homeboy? Says, just want to stop by and say hello. Can't stay long. Hope you're doing great. I am, and I hope you're doing great as well, Robert. And send our love to the little lady and the little lady's offspring there, if you would, Robert. Strangers Chapter 3 is going to come out. Apparently, they didn't decide to just throw it all in a dumpster and light it on fire. They decided to actually release it. Do you give, would you give a whole fuck, a quarter of a fuck, like a half of a fuck, like 1/18 of a fuck? How much of a fuck would you give about Strangers Chapter 3, John Ward?
Well, I don't. I haven't seen part 2.
No fucks.
Yeah, zero. Yeah, zero. I still think that they should have gone with what I think that they should have done, and instead of just remaking crap. I don't care. I don't know.
Yeah. Agreed. Send Help has a 93 expert. I seriously emphasize expert because of what we're going to talk about next. And an 87 from the fans. So people are loving Sam Raimi's Send Help. Sam Raimi's. It's made $20 million. Not a whole lot of money, but it's a horror movie. It's not going to make $100 million, $1 billion or whatever. That's one about the plane crash on the island, and it looks good. John Ward, have you seen it yet?
No, I was going to, and I just didn't. But
Well,
I
maybe if
do
we
want
have
to see it.
time, maybe if we have time this week.
Yeah, I want to see Shelter too,
Mm.
the new Jason
Okay.
Statham movie.
Yeah. Is that out? Did that come out this week? It did.
Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
Both
Fuck.
of them did.
I
Yeah.
gotta get with the program. So, what also came out, and I saw Gail's comment, so this is gonna be interesting. Melania came out. The movie about Donald Trump's trophy wife came out, and this is interesting. 20 experts have seen it, and they've given it a 10. That's a terrible score. That's one of the lowest scores ever. Over 500. So when you're on Rotten Tomatoes, it goes 500, then over 1,000. So somewhere between 500 and 1,000 fans have seen it and given it a 99. So I'm willing to guess the 99ers, like red hats, the 20 experts don't like red hats. And so the biggest takeaway from this is, because I have no desire to see this movie. I couldn't care less at all. I'm a red hat guy, but I couldn't care less on the movie. But this just tells me, if you think for a moment that the Rotten Tomatoes scores aren't influenced by politics or agenda-driven bullshit, you're crazy. These movies, it's like award shows. They're only there to get you to, well, they used to be there to get you to buy the physical media copy after it was out in the theater. And, or they were there just to promote movies or get you to watch them or whatever. They're promotional. They're commercials. They're long commercials and a bunch of rich people patting themselves on the back. I don't give a fuck about award shows. I only go to Rotten Tomatoes really for the fan scores. But on this one, you really, even with the fan scores, have to take into account the 500 plus people that saw it and have given it a 99. They're probably just as biased as the people that gave it a 10. So, John, are you rushing out to see Melania anytime soon?
No, but I do find it funny that it's doing a lot better than what people thought that it would be. I mean, people thought it was just going to be a flop, and it's not. And who the way that I see Rotten Tomatoes with their experts and stuff is, if a movie comes out and the person's non-binary, trans, gay, whatever it might be, illegal immigrant, whatever it might be, that expert score is going to be 100. It is going to be an absolute 100, but then the regular person's score is going to be like 10. So but then if it's the other way around, if it's Melania, then it's going to shift, and every expert is going to give it a bad score. And who knows, maybe some of those regular people scores, maybe they didn't even go see the movie, that they just 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars.
You are probably on to something there. Even though it was only 20 of them, they probably did not even sit through the film. It's like, if James Woods and Rob Schneider made a movie, it would be like a 0 and 100, because of them being Hollywood, but leaning to the right. I'm not sitting here to tell you, Donald Trump is right. I'm not sitting here to tell you Donald Trump is wrong. I'm not sitting here to tell you should go watch Melania or anything, but we talk film, we talk, movies and all things around it. This is a movie. It's out. It's made between $7 and $8 million bucks. The opening weekend. So, I guess technically that's still going on, right? No. It came out last week, right? It's been out for like a week, I think.
Yeah.
But whatever, it came out. Opening weekend, it made $7 to $8 million. For a film like this, I think that's pretty good. That's more than some big blockbuster Hollywood movies make.
And it's a very easy movie to make. It's the first 20 days, and all they have to do is follow her around with a phone, or a small camera, and then
Yeah.
just edit it together, and it's all in chronological order. So it
Well,
can't be that hard.
guaranteed the cameras they were following her around with were not small. Guaranteed they were huge cameras. They were huge. They were huge cameras. They were like the greatest
Probably made in
cameras.
China.
They were the best cameras. Anyways, that's just interesting. It's just more proof you cannot trust those expert scores on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, and these Hollywood actors these days, if you've seen what some of them are saying, including people that we like, they're talking about revolutions and civil wars and getting guns and shooting people, and so it's I can't imagine that. I just can't imagine that. I don't know. Things are crazy.
Yeah, well, here's the catch. The vast majority of the country might be fans of actors and might follow them and stuff. But when the actors come out and start saying their political beliefs and stuff, most of us go like, "Oh, the guy's a fucking clown." You know, I'm not, I don't follow him for that. I don't watch his movies for that. So they talk, and most of us just get annoyed with whatever they're saying. So, you know, I don't care. I don't listen to them. Hollywood people, like, I mean, there will never be words uttered more correctly than, you know, what's his name said at that award show when he said, "Come up, get your little
Ricky
award,
Gervais.
you know, yes, and piss off. No, you don't know shit about the real world." So, you know, because they all live in a bubble.
Because that's absolutely true. Jonathan and I just reviewed The Purge, and I found it very interesting because Ethan Hawke is the lead in it, and he's the dad, and he plays in the film one of the haves, and he's the guy that sells everybody the security system to keep the purgers out. So he is being able to build onto his house. He's very rich. He's got a lot of, none of his neighbors like him. And then all of a sudden this interview comes out where he's talking, he's got the ice out pen, and I'm listening to him and I'm like, oh my God, that's the character from The Purge. It's like completely out of touch. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're saying all this stuff, but yet you're not on the front lines. You're letting, Joe Schmo, who works at 7-Eleven, go out there. It's like, what do you know? And then the actor from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, the black guy that runs the chicken place. I'm blanking on his name, but he was also in one of the Star Wars movies. But he has this huge, like, scarf on, those big black now framed glasses that all the women wear, and he looks like a complete absurd, like arty weirdo. And he's the one who's talking about, oh, well, we should start a revolution and you should start taking over stuff. And it's like, really, aren't you the guys who were against January 6th? But yet, do you think he for a second is going to be out there fighting with Joe Schmo? No. He's one of the guys in his bubble, and I can't remember his name, but Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. But let's not be Debbie Downers all night and harp on this stuff. But I get it. It's frustrating listening to Hollywood people talk about this stuff when the majority of the country doesn't agree with them. James Wan says that he wants the next Saw movie to be not just like bloody and gory, but he wants it to be scary and intense like the original Saw movies. He wants to go back. And so the good news is that James Wan I don't think he's directing it, but he's producing it. He's involved with it. So I am excited. I cannot wait. Are we going to have Jigsaw? John Kramer? I mean, do we, dude's getting old, man. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the TV show, but I know Blumhouse and James Wan acquired the rights to make the next Saw movie. So it's going to happen. I don't know about the TV show, but I just love the fact that James Wan wants to kind of go back to, instead of just being gory, to add it, make it intense. That's a good thing, because Jason Blum and Blumhouse has been awful for like the last 10 years. Their stuff has been just garbage. I mean, when Jonathan and I were doing The Purge, we looked at it. It had a $3 million budget and it made like 90. Like this thing is like massive compared to, and then he's forgotten that. So hopefully they go back to, okay, we're going to make Saw 57 and it's only going to have a $5 million budget and, type of thing. But I doubt it for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I just hope it's good. I hope it's good. I love the Saw franchise. It's one of my favorites. So I hope it's good. Mike Flanagan's Exorcist movie just added Diane Lane to the cast.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. Yeah. The more you fuck with it, the more red it's going to get.
It's because I could see it. I'm sorry. I'm very vain when it comes to these type of things. I consider myself to be overweight, handsome. And so I'm telling you, man, when I was, I think I got the chicken pox when I was like 20 and I soaked in a clay bathtub for like 2 days because I did not want to scar. And so I am very vain when it comes to this type of stuff, which is why
John's new nickname is Metro. Hello, Metro Ward.
Well, my eye is getting better at least. The red is
I noticed it's getting better. It's still there a little bit, but it's getting better.
Yeah, so it drives me nuts.
Ready or Not 2 is moved up 1 week. It will be released on March 20th instead of March 27th. So anybody who's excited for that, you get it a week earlier. So that's pretty cool. I am pretty happy about that. John, should we say hello to everybody?
Sure. Roll call.
There you go. Gail, what's up, Gail? Hey guys, just picked up a huge movie lot of horror movies, sci-fi and thrillers, 200 plus DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks. Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
very nice,
awesome.
Gail.
Yeah.
And okay, so we already said hello to Deadpool. Jonathan was cracking. How's it hanging, Jonathan? Gail says, and this was what I saw from Gail. Melania is awful. I went in. I was the only one there. I'm surprised you watched it, Gail, because I don't believe Gail and I have never really dove into politics. We'll talk about like world events, things that are going on in the world. But Gail and I don't really go into politics, but I get the feeling Gail's not a huge Trump fan, and that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that.
To eat their own.
Yeah, there you go. But I'm just surprised you even went and saw it, Gail. Picked up the American Pie DVD collection, 9 movies, Magnetic Cone. Decent. I had no idea there were 9 American Pies.
There's like spin-off after spin-off after spin-off.
Okay. That's funny. That is funny. Jeff Keaton, what is cracking, Jeff? How you doing? Good to see Jeff. Fluffy Gamer says Zug Zug. Lana Lug Atuk. Nyaul. Nyaul. My favorite. Who's your favorite character in the movie, John? So we're talking about Caveman now. John and I watched Caveman. We've mentioned it. It's come up on the show here many times. And, it would not surprise me if that copy you bought is one I traded in to Zia. John had to buy my old one. I don't know.
Maybe it is. They only had one.
Okay. But we talked about it a few times. It's come up in conversation on the show. And so John this week said we should watch it and talk about it. So that we did. So you've got Ringo Starr, Barbara Bach, Dennis Quaid, Shelley Long, and the cast is just great. But this is a very, very funny movie that never, ever would be made nowadays. You have
God.
The very beginning of the movie, Ringo Starr's character, Atuk. No, he's not Atuk. Atuk is the big guy. What's Ringo Starr? I forget Ringo's character's name. But anyways, he's like got these berries and he's basically trying to roofie Barbara Bach's character.
Crying.
Okay, well, he does. But the funny thing is, he goes to like start humping her, and she rolls over, and he's like humping the ground.
He is Atuk.
Oh, he is Atuk?
Yeah.
Law? Oh, Law is the dude who hurts his leg and has to hop around.
That's Dennis Quaid, and then Shelley Long is Tyla, and Barbara Bach is Lana.
Lug Atuk. Who's the big dude then? The like football player guy.
Og. Is it? No, that's not Og. Og is the blind guy. A lot of these names you can't click on. I did notice, man, there's a lot of people that worked on this movie. Did you know Richard Mall is the cave like Wampa, like Sasquatch? So when they go to
that name is very familiar. Oh,
Richard
no,
bald guy from Night Court.
Oh, that's really, he's in that.
Yeah. But it's I'm watching this film going, oh my god! In a few of these scenes, there's he basically roofies their leader, the caveman leader, because he's in love with the woman that he's with, who's Barbara Bach, who's gorgeous, and basically just tries to fuck her. And he's moving her all around. He's trying to get between her legs. He's trying to get like the arm around her. I'm going like, oh my god, how is this? I mean, this is 1981, but how?
John Matusek, old I think it was a Raider on the Raiders. Tonda,
who didn't really seem like a bad guy, and
he's just leading his people, and
he's the biggest guy there. I mean, I think kind of like Ringo was the villain, in a way. But I like the misfit tribe that he kind of creates, because you have the only black guy in the entire movie is in the misfit, tribe.
Yeah. Well,
you have two
and the only Asian
men. The two gay guys, which I thought was for 1981. I'm like, oh, that's progressive. And then the Asian guy who speaks English, but nobody understands him. So he goes, fuck it. And then just starts talking like a caveman.
Yes. And he is far and away my favorite character.
He is,
just because of his, the whole like, they're like, ooh, he's like food. And then doo-doo, caca, shit. Like that's one of the most quotable lines from that movie. Doo-doo, caca, shit.
It's the dinosaurs look great because they're very Harryhausen. They're goofy looking, which I would love to have toys of those.
Their eyeballs moving around and stuff. Yeah. So hilarious.
And it looked great too. I mean, there was some good matching of like Ringo kind of being tossed around. And him shoving the plant that has the berries on it in the mouth. So it's almost like it's like,
and the dinosaur's like
wobbly, like it's like a hallucinant, and it is a very underrated film.
I have loved this, and there was a long time that this was out of print, and this was very expensive and was hard to find. So got a reprint or whatever, and so you can find it now. You can order it, off of eBay or whatever. But if anybody hasn't seen this, you need to do yourself the favor. If you like movies like Blazing Saddles or Young Frankenstein, Airplane, any of the classic like 70s, 80s comedies, this you will get a good kick out of. And so we've had this conversation before, John Ward, Metro Ward, Metro Ward, who hates boobs. We've had this conversation
like the Phantom of the Opera.
So we've talked about on Scooby-Doo, who do you want, Thelma or Velma or whatever, Daphne. We've talked about the Gilligan's Island girls. We've talked about Three's Company girls. So are you team Tala or are you team Lana?
Lana. No. So wait.
Barbara Bach is Lana.
No.
Tala is Shelley Long.
Barbara Bach is gorgeous. While I was watching this, I did look up pictures of her naked, and there are pictures of her naked because she was in Playboy and
Well,
stuff. But and she ended up marrying Ringo Starr, and they're still married to this day.
Wow.
But I would take Shelley Long over the two because she was like cave girl, like girl next door. She
Girl
was,
Next Door, definitely, yeah.
yeah, and she was very cute, and
Yes.
and then the Barbara Bach cave girl, of course, is the user and only wants to be with the guy in command. So she goes between the leader and Ringo back and forth. But it's in real life, I would have gone for Barbara Bach. But if I was a caveman, I would have gone for Shelley. Shelley Long.
So, yeah, no. When as a 19-year-old, you're probably going Barbara Bach.
Yeah.
But as I sit here and think now, and just looking at like her mannerisms and stuff, and I loved Shelley Long in Cheers. And I mean, and that's another one we can debate. Do you like Cheers better with Shelley Long or better with what's her name? Rest in peace, Trump supporter girl.
Kirstie
Alley. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, I'm definitely Shelley Long. She is just so funny, and she was very cute back then. So, So anyways, Caveman, a lot of fun. We could talk about that more if anybody has comments, but let's continue on saying hello to everybody here. Mr. Jommy's in the house. My bad. I know we were 2 minutes late. It was my bad. Fluffy Gamer says,
I was
on time. Hey, I'm Fat Roofy Albert.
Unless he's saying, hey, we're the monkeys.
Hey. He probably is saying, hey. Well, no, isn't that hey, we're the monkey? There's no three hays in that, right?
Yeah, hey. Yeah. Hey. Yes, that'd be Fat Albert.
Yeah, so that's, hey. I do like that Jello pudding.
I do like roofing women.
Deadpool says hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, everybody. If you would please oblige, would appreciate that. Buckaroo Bros, what's cracking?
Hey.
Nocturno, what up? Nocturno.
Hey.
I saw Nocturno posted a picture from the convention. It just ended a couple hours ago, the 5th year of Creep IE, which I did not make it to. Very disappointed, very sad. There was so many great celebrities there. Plus, I did not get to see friends like Nocturno and Nick and Anthony and so many other great people. Frank was there. I don't even know if Wet Movie 1 went, but I asked him if he was going, but he never responded to me because he's like some uppity bitch now because he hangs out with like the German guy in Venice or something. The German from Venice or something. He's a big, very popular YouTuber that hung out with like Adam the Woo and stuff. And Wet Movie 1 got to hang out with them. So now Wet Movie 1 is too good for little old OGP. So may your velvety moist taint gain some like a little bit of bacteria that causes a funky odor on your moist taint there, Mr. Wet One, for not even responding to me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Christian has all the Highlander films. Nice. I need to get caught up with that. I need to. Wicked Network. What up, Wicked? How you doing? Hey. Yep. Rest in peace, Catherine O'Hare. Thanks for supporting. Yes, we will always support Gail's Zia Records. We will do that. Yes. If you didn't know, Gail,
that's true,
is one of the owners of Zia. So Highlander director cut is the best one. John, true. Which do you have this one? Is this the copy you have?
No, I have this.
You bastard. See, I need to upgrade.
Which is the director's cut. What makes it the director's cut is that his secretary, we see how they meet. Is that in there? It's in Nazi Germany?
Well, this says it's a director's cut also.
Okay.
It's just a DVD.
Oh, it's down at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, underneath Highlander. Okay.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have 2 different versions of Highlander 2. I have the one of Final Destination, I have Endgame, which I think is extended, and then I have the animated movie, and then I have the source. So I have all the movies, but I just don't have the TV show.
Yes. I need to get caught up with that. I will be looking for some Highlander stuff when we're at Zia. So very nice. I am behind you and Christian. Yes. Also, thank you, Wicked Network, for reminding me. Is his name Demond Wilson or Demond? I would imagine it's probably Demond Wilson. But from Sanford and Son, Lamont the Son.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He just passed away a couple days ago as well.
Didn't even know he was still alive, to be honest.
Yeah.
That show came out so long ago.
Yeah. Oh, and Red Fox passed away a long time ago, over 20 years ago. So, but Red Fox was much older than him. But man, Sanford and Son, one of the greatest, funniest TV shows of all time, and it still, I mean, the production quality, everything, it's not flashy or anything, but it's just funny as shit.
Well, they lived in a junkyard.
But I mean, basically the show normally takes place between like their living room or their front yard, maybe every once in a while. Yeah. So, there's not a lot going on, but it's just so funny. So I love that show.
No, it's a great show.
Fluffy says she was good in Orange County with Jack Black and Colin Hanks. Oh, I didn't even realize Catherine O'Hara was in that. I don't think I've ever seen that. O'Hara dying was a gut punch. One of the funniest people ever. SCTV is her best work. And Gail says SCTV as well. I have a serious question. What is SCTV?
It's the Canadian version of Saturday Night Live, basically. That's where John Candy came from. A lot of the people that Catherine O'Hara worked with were from Rick Moranis. He's from SCTV. Yeah, a ton of people. If you just Google cast, you'll notice all these people that you've seen in like 1,000 movies.
Another great segue, Rick Moranis. They just apparently wrapped up filming of Spaceballs 2.
Oh, okay. Not looking forward to that one, but okay.
I am. Go fuck your mother.
No, the first one wasn't that funny. It's like Mel Brooks at his worst.
Oh, I thought it was pretty good. I loved it.
A lot of people like it. I liked Mel Brooks when he spoofed a genre, westerns, let's say. But Spaceballs spoofed one movie, and that's it. It spoofed Star Wars. Just like Dracula did in Loving It, spoofed one movie. Robin Hood spoofed one movie. They weren't spoofing a genre. You could watch Young Frankenstein right after you watched Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, and it would fit. You could watch 5 John Wayne Westerns and then watch Blazing Saddles, and it would fit perfectly. You could watch, Hitchcock and then watch High Anxiety, and it's perfect. He did that, but you wouldn't be able to watch Star Wars and then watch Spaceballs. It's just no. I was even working.
Why would I want to watch the original than the spoof? I would, if I know maybe I'm just crazy, but if I'm watching sci-fi, I want to watch sci-fi. If I'm watching comedy, I want to watch comedy. I would not want to watch like a spoof of a movie right after.
But it is a spoof. All of Mel Brooks's movies.
I understand that, but I would not want to watch that right after watching.
No. But I'm saying you could.
It's not like a sequel.
No, but you could, like, if you in a way, like you could watch the Universal monster movies and then go into the Hammer movies because they all kind of follow.
But it's the same genre. It's not like switching to comedy.
Right. So if you're doing High Anxiety, which he's spoofing the Hitchcock movies and all those types of movies, you could lump that in with those if you wanted to do a marathon, and it would fit perfectly. I think Mel Brooks' last good movie was History of the World Part 1. And it annoyed the shit out of me working at a video store, and people would call in saying, do you have Part 2? And it's like, no, it hasn't been made. And they're like, no, there's a trailer at the end. It's like, okay, it's a spoof. he's making a joke.
Yeah.
There aren't Jewish spaceships running around.
P2.
Yeah, I mean, it's so I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it now.
Just like P2. Do you have P1?
Yeah, well, that's what they said the problem was, that people wanted to see, and that I'm not going to say I was one of those people, but I just had no interest in a film called P2. But now I like it because you recommended it.
We're 34 minutes behind in the comments. I'm going to try and get caught up here real quick.
All right,
Mr. Jami, that if anybody wants to hear what she has and without Googling it themselves, that is it. Yes. It's very sad. She passed away too young. House of G fam was cracking.
Hey.
OGP watch Schitt's Creek for realsies. Right on. John Candy, Rick Moranis. Okay. Yep. Caught that. Mario. What's up, Mario?
Hey.
How you doing? It will be tomorrow. It will going to be, you turn 52 tomorrow. Very nice, Mario.
Happy birthday.
Hour and 18 minutes from now, you will be 52 years old, sir. Happy birthday to you. I just stopped by to say, hey, I got to go to bed early. Have a good stream. NG, thank you for dropping in. Appreciate it, even though you probably didn't see this. Fall Rain, what's up? It is indeed.
It's vamp time.
It is.
How you doing, Fall Rain? And let's see here. OGP still going to Vegas with Cineboozer this coming week after all. So I don't think Danny is going to be able to make it. Cinestalker. He's got things going on in life, and I'm not going to talk about his personal things, whatever he has to deal with. If he ever wants to divulge, if you want to ask him, you can. But I don't think Danny is going to be able to make it, unfortunately. So I will have to settle for hanging out with John.
Well, I got to deal with you in my apartment.
You do, and my flatulence. So
and he sleeps naked, and he doesn't have blankets on him. So when I go pee at 3 a.m, I'm just seeing this dong sticking out. I mean,
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Mr. Jami, I never trust people's reviews on movie. Most of the movies people say sucked. I really liked. Yeah, it's all up for interpretation what you think, but I just wanted to point out the propaganda there from Rotten Tomatoes. OGP Rachel's daughter all day today has been pretending to be Ghostface. Very nice. Raising her right, you guys are. That's very cool. The movie is really bad, but Regal is getting ready to pull it.
Oh, Melania.
Oh, Melania. Yeah, I couldn't imagine Melania was gonna. I'm shocked that it was out really released for more than like 2 days. For it to be out there for a week or two is pretty good. You guys need to see Primate. Gail, I watch a trailer for Primate. I don't know.
You don't like those types of movies. It
That's
took you
what I'm
20
saying.
years to watch Jaws.
That's what I'm saying. And the Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh, F you, dude.
Yeah.
F you. Yeah. One of the greatest.
Giancarlo Esposito was the guy.
Yes,
from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Sean, I don't know if I don't know if Pumpkinhead's around tonight. Let's see. How rude of Pumpkinhead to just barge in like that,
And make that guy flip backwards too.
Oh, Gail is old school Republican. Okay, so
he's Reagan Republican.
Yes. My father gave me advice: never talk religion or politics. Yeah, no, and that's the thing is, it's if you have friends, that like talking politics and you all agree and everything, then go for it. But if you don't see eye to eye on things, there's no need to talk about that stuff. We place a vote once every couple years, and what's going to happen is going to happen.
Well, it's. I'll say something to that, which is back in the day, you really didn't, like you would be, oh, who did you vote for? Oh, I voted for that person. Oh, okay, I didn't. Okay, and that was it. Now,
but that's because we didn't have social media.
Yeah, and all that stuff. Now it's like, oh, well, you voted for this person. Go shoot yourself in the head, you asshole.
Yeah.
Now it's where before it was like,
Well, because you're not in front of them. It's one thing if you're standing face to face with somebody and there's no camera pointed at you. And that's what all these protesters, they know the camera's pointed at them. So they're brave. If there was no cameras pointed at them and they wouldn't be in each other's faces, talking like this. It's easy to sit behind your keyboard and talk shit, and it's not cool. They used to say money was the root of all evil. I believe that has changed. The internet has become the root of all evil.
Oh yeah.
That Fluffy says, yeah, that's right. Atuk. No, it was Atuk. No, it's not Atuk, but he's Sloth. Yeah. Let me see if I can get back to this real quick. Well,
did you know the director of this film and one of the writers, he has worked on some pretty famous stuff. He was one of the writers on Jaws 2, The
talking
Jerk.
about Caveman?
Yeah, Jaws 3D, Dr. Detroit. He directed a segment in Amazon Women on the Moon. Oh, he directed a great Steve Martin short called The Absent-Minded Waiter. And he was an actor in a bunch of films. MASH, Jaws, Cannonball, The Jerk, Sting 2, Johnny Dangerously, Clueless. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's right. And so it's Tonda. It was John Matusak's character. But yeah, John Matusak was Sloth in the Goonies. So that is right. I remember knowing that. And the guy John M is in Goonies. Yep, that's right. He is Sloth. Jeff saw Caveman in the theater when it was released. Barbara Bach made quite the impression on me. Yeah, I would imagine. Met Richard Mole. He was dating a friend of yours. Both are dead now.
Oh, okay.
That is a hysterical comment, Christian. Yes, they are. And it's very cool that you got to meet him. Very nice. But yeah, I got to meet him. He's dead. Christian has the 2-disc of the Highlander director's cut. Yeah, I'm gonna go see what I can find over there at Zia.
Yeah, there's a lot of different versions of these movies.
Wow. Oh, and they have a cartoon of it as well.
Yeah, it's there was a cartoon series, and then there was like a Japanese animated one, which I have. So for a movie that made no money and bombed in the theater, it has quite the legacy.
How about this comment, John? John, we watched Devlin's Teddy Told Me To. Your character was funny as hell. The Skeptic.
Oh,
Teddy Told Me To, I still believe is Tom's best movie.
I think so, because I really, Michael Shields plays Teddy, and I think he did a great job. I think that Teddy looks great, and it was a lot of fun to do. So I got to. Tom said you need to base your character off like the evil fat guy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like the bully that's in that.
And I have to go do my homework and watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's what he said. So that was it was great fun. I love it whenever Tom gives me a shout out to come do something with him. So
yeah,
so thank you.
Sure. Fluffy says, go comb the desert, John.
The combing of it is stupid, but the black guy, when they say, have you found anything? And it just cuts to the black guy going, we ain't found shit. That's funny.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously that's way more funny than them just combing the desert. But I don't know. I thought the combing the desert was pretty fucking hysterical.
No, it's not the same. Maybe that's his last best film. I don't know. I still think History of the World is. It's just he's not the same.
Look at this, Larry. We're 5 minutes behind now on the comments. So here we go. Larry, the Batman fan, has sent a $10 super chat. Larry, thank you so much for the support there, homeboy. Yeah, you know what? I have a couple movies to give away. I don't know that we're going to get to it tonight. We'll see if we run out of stuff to talk about. Maybe we'll do a giveaway, but I have a couple movies to give away. One of them being a 4K of the new Final Destination movie. So I'm sure somebody would like that. Fall Rain. Unsane is a good movie, OGP. Fall Rain, you will be happy to know that this Thursday out in Las Vegas, Nevada, there's pretty good odds that John Ward and I will be watching Unsane. And it's all your fault, Fall Rain.
Are we doing it, or if we do it, are we doing it live? drinking, eating, watching? Are we doing it like this? Are we doing like a live stream while doing it?
We could, but again, we would have to have headphones on watching. How are we going to do headphones watching on your TV?
We could turn the volume down really low and have subtitles, and then just have like your phone aimed at us and not the TV. We could do it that way. Or just keep the subtitles on.
That movie is so fucking boring as it is, with no sound at all. Oh, we will brainstorm that and try and figure it out. If we can, but if we live streamed, it would actually it would pass the time a lot quicker. So I'm rooting for a live stream for it, but we'll have to see if we can facilitate that.
Yeah, there's got to be something, because people do it. They have it where you have to have the DVD, and you put the DVD in, and then you watching it on YouTube, and they go, okay, hit play now.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
no, and that's
so,
yeah.
But they comment with so somehow, yeah, they are hearing the movie while it's going. So maybe it is headsets, but they still have to hear each other.
Well, and that's when people do that, they're usually wearing headsets or earpieces or whatever. And that's why I'm like, I'm not opposed to that, but do we have that capability at your place? I guess we could play it on a laptop.
Oh, and just plug in
headphones.
I mean, my old laptop still has the piece that pops out, so you can put in a movie.
Okay. Yeah, I have a portable, or like one of those a USB player, and I also have a splitter for the headphones, so we may be able to make this happen.
Okay.
So an external DVD player is what I have. Larry says, good evening. We'll work on that. Good evening, OGP and everyone else here. Good evening to you, Larry.
Good evening.
What's the easiest way to get a girlfriend?
Money.
Larry, well, that is definitely the easiest. John is not wrong there. Personal hygiene, honesty.
What are you saying?
Lack of warts and herpes on your upper cheeks.
Lack
girls don't want guys with red eyes. So, but no, be yourself and maintain personal hygiene.
No. Don't be yourself at all. Fake everything. And then when she finally commits, then you can be yourself.
Okay. Being yourself is when you want to keep a girl. If I don't know. I haven't had to worry about that in a long time. But the one thing I can tell you is girls don't like stinky guys. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go to and stay there for a week? Ooh, at this point in life, John, anywhere in the world, where would you go for a week right now?
Australia.
Aussie, oi.
Yeah.
There was UFC fights in Australia a couple days ago, or no, yesterday, as a matter of fact. Is that why you chose Australia?
No, I Mr. Sunday Movies is Australia. Natalie Imbruglia is Australia. The two bear people I watch on YouTube are Australia. A lot of the news I watch is from Australia, even though they're reporting on American stuff. It just seems like a lot of stuff that I watch is Australian. So I would like to. Men at Work is from Australia, so I'd like to go visit there.
Yeah, no, Australia supposedly is very cool. For me, if I could go anywhere in the world right now, see, here's the problem. If I went to Italy, I wouldn't want to just go to Rome. I would want to go to Venice, and I would want to go see the Leaning Tower, eat pizza. I would want to go see a lot of different things. But you know what? I would choose Italy, and for one reason, and that is because my son is there, and I've not seen him since September now. So he's stationed over there. So I would pick Italy. I don't go to protests. They're pointless. What's up, Antonis? How you doing?
Hey.
You're right. They ain't changing nothing. Robert says, OGP, Rachel saw Lost Boys for the very first time ever. Wow. I hope she enjoyed it. Speaking of, they had a Lost Boys reunion at the Creep Icon. Kiefer Sutherland.
Corey Haim was there too. They just took his coffin and put it up against the wall.
In spirit. I'm not sure, but I might have rubbed one out in the theater watching Barbara Bach.
That was you. I found stuff on one of the backs of the chairs.
John sat down and what's that?
Who was this? What? That was you. But I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing.
Grim Life does movie live streams all the time. They just find movies on Tubi and start at the same time. Yeah, and that's I used Grim Life. I used to watch them, but they got a little pretentious for me, and so they kind of I unsubscribed. Nothing against them, more power to them, but it just But I do know they do that, and they'll put the movie on, and you won't hear it. They'll just say, "Yeah, start playing it now," and it's usually on Tubi, so everybody can watch.
I thought of doing it. I thought the first one I would do would be Night of the Living Dead. So I would be watching it like this with my headset on, and then just tell people to hit play.
If we wanted to go back and review movies from like the 1930s that are now public domain, I think we could do that and play them. But are they worthwhile to sit and watch and review?
But I think that you could do it even just with any movies today, because you're not showing anything. Nobody can hear anything.
DP, my bad. DP says, skip my comment, please. DP, my fault. I totally missed your comment. And I read it too, and I meant to mention it. DP says, ever see Shriek, if you know what I did last Friday the 13th? Have you seen that movie, John?
No, but Tiffany Amber Thiessen is in it. And so that would be a good reason to watch it. But it came out around the same time, I think, as like Scary Movie. But no, I never watched it.
It was just like a spoof of all the, like slasher movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But my fault, DP. My bad. I totally apologize for that. What is your favorite Catherine O'Hara movie? For me, the only one I know or could think of off the top of my head, but I love Home Alone 1 and 2. So I would probably pick
worst parents in the world. How do you just lose a kid twice?
But, funny movies and great casts. So you have you already mentioned did you have a favorite Catherine O'Hara? What did you say?
I would say
Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, Schitt's Creek. She's the whole thing is just funny from beginning to end. It's funny. So and she's very good in that, because I think she plays the opposite of who she really is, which is like a stuck-up rich person who's privileged and and all this. So I would say that. I don't know if I have a movie. I'd have to look at them, to be honest.
Antonis would go to South Korea for a week. South Korea would be great. I would love to go to Seoul at some point. And I failed and didn't bring a backup Diet Coke. I'm gonna cry. Boo-hoo.
Boo.
I'm out of Diet Coke. So John Ward. So we kind of basically talked about these. Caveman, John mentioned to watch. Highlander, I've been meaning to rewatch this because I haven't seen this in probably 30 years. And because my ex from way back in the day enjoyed Highlander, and I remember watching it with her. And I just hadn't seen it since then. And the funniest thing about Highlander, which it's a great movie. It is so much fun. And Clancy Brown, wow, is he young looking in this? I love Clancy Brown. He is a great villain in the Dexter. Was it Dexter Resurrection? The one where Dexter was in the snow. He was great in that. Christopher Lambert is very funny. He looks so much. Christopher, like aside from he has a bigger forehead, but Christopher Lambert looks a lot like this guy.
It's vamp time.
Tommy Jane, Christopher Lambert and Tommy Jane look so much alike.
What?
Christopher Lambert back in the day and Thomas Jane. This is Thomas Jane.
It's vamp time.
Tommy Jane.
I guess I can kind of see it, like around the eyes and stuff. Okay.
But anyways, yeah, Christopher Lambert has the big old forehead there. It is sometimes in the movie I'm like, damn, that dude, that is one fuck of a forehead.
Well, and it's a film that shouldn't work, and it didn't, and then it got that cold audience. It is a bizarre movie that they Henry Cavill remade it. They're finally releasing pictures of it, and I don't think it's going to work, because everything in the original Highlander almost seemed like a mistake, kind of in a way that Flash Gordon 1980 was a mistake, and that even had music by Queen. They say a lot of the sets and the skies and all that stuff were by accident, and that's what makes that film so unique. And I think Highlander is the same way. You have a French guy playing a Scot, you have an Irish guy playing an Egyptian, you have Clancy Brown, who's got the thing around his neck, the cut, and then it has the safety pins that looks god awful. They didn't blend it because I heard that the person who was going to do it didn't show up, so they just had somebody do it, and they didn't blend it, so you could tell it's just like a prosthetic. The music from Queen should not work, and it does. Everything in this film should not work. And for some reason, its weirdness just does.
Oh, and that's what I love about it, because I'm not a big fantasy guy, but when you cross fantasy and sci-fi, I like it. And then when you have a sword fight in New York City, I'm fucking all on board. So I think you're right about what you were saying about how a lot of the things, a remake wouldn't work, because a remake is going to be done perfect. It's going to be shot too well.
Yeah.
And like when Clancy Brown has Kurgan has what's her name? Is it Brenda?
Oh yeah, the
and they're driving around and he's like scaring her like he's going to crash because he knows he can't die. So when they're driving around New York, that's amazing. Now they would have, like that car would be on a trailer and they'd have all the cameras and the perfect lighting and all that, where it was like dirty and grainy and kind of just like it was New York in the 80s. And New York now doesn't vibe with New York in the 80s. It's been cleaned up. I mean, the last mayor and the current mayor are really trying to fuck it over again, but it's New York is not what it was back in the 80s. So there's just a lot that I think would not work. But
and they cut to, it's bizarre that when like Krugen and McLeod are fighting in that alleyway and Brenda's watching them. Before that, for some reason, we cut to this like Second Amendment guy who is, we have no idea who this guy is. He comes out with kind of like this American flag shirt, and he's putting like a rifle in the back of his car that has all these like AKs and handguns and everything.
Yeah.
And then he's just driving down the street and he sees down the alleyway these two fighting, and he gets out. It's none of his business. And then he gets out and takes like an Uzi or something and starts shooting them. And and it's like, who is this guy? Why is he there? We know nothing about him. But for some reason, Russell Mulcahy, the director, decided we're going to go to this guy. We're going to leave our main characters and we're going to go to somebody that we have no idea who he is. And we're going to follow him on this little journey for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And he's just going to discover them in the alleyway. It is really a weird choice.
It is weird, but I loved it. And it showed that if you didn't already figure it out, that you could not kill Kurgan. You're going to have to cut his head off. And so I just loved it. How many bullet holes got put in Clancy Brown's chest from that machine gun. And I want to say it was like an M16 or an AK-47 or something. It was a higher, like Uzis fire really small bullets. It was like a higher, caliber. But anyways, we're irregardless of the type of weapon.
Regardless.
I kind of wonder if there was more to that may have been cut out, or something that may have given more justification why we saw that guy. Because but at the same time, you can't just go like, well, here's some crazy guy walking down the street of New York and pulls out a machine gun and shoots him. Did you need him? You didn't really even need him shot at all, really. But I thought it was funny. I enjoyed the scene.
And this is the director of this is the guy who did the early Duran Duran videos. So he's was primarily a video director. So that's why the film looks the way it does, and Queen in there and the swooping cameras, and he starts the movie off with wrestling, and then the deleted scenes. It's weird is they lost the sound to the deleted scenes, so it just has music. But it's all just like B-roll footage that they shot, and it wasn't really necessary. It's just a bizarre, and I do appreciate that when they did Highlander 2, that it wasn't just the first movie all over again. They did try to do something different. I hated it when I first saw it, and then I came around going, I actually really do like the theater cut. I really do like that 90-minute, really tight film that makes no sense, just like the first film, and it's totally different. And it pissed me off when part 3 came out and said, "Oh yeah, part 2 doesn't exist."
Do they still explain in the 90-minute cut? Do they still explain how or why there can only be one? And that's one of the things that I appreciated about watching part 2 was that you got to kind of learn why there can only be one, like going through the history and stuff when they're back in time and where they're banished and how he got to know and how he became immortal and stuff. I love that scene. I thought that was great.
I don't remember. I haven't seen the theatrical cut in a long time. I know that they're on a different planet. There's a war. There's a takeover. They lose. Connery and Lambert, they're exiled to Earth. They won't know each other. Like their memories will be wiped. And Clancy and then it's Michael Ironside is pissed off because he thinks that they should be executed, so that he sends the guys to Earth. So it's not a time thing.
But in the Renegade cut, he says you're banished to the future. I'm sending you several hundred years into the future. And once you get down to one of you, there can only be one. When there's one left, then you can choose to come back to our current time, or you can stay there and age and then die. You get to make that choice once there's only one. And so that's why there has to be only one, so they can go back. In the Renegade cut, what I saw of it, like in the first 30 minutes or so, they made no mention of a different planet. I didn't catch that at all. It was just a time thing.
They cut it completely out because people didn't. It's Zeist, I think is how you say it. It's the planet that they're on, and it doesn't make. They redo the higher ups that cancel. That's way up in the, like above them. That's judging them. They redid their voices for the Renegade version. All that stuff with Michael Ironside, like on the train that he is on, that's not in it. It's all that stuff is gone. So it's kind of cool to see it, but it doesn't. I think the Renegade version hurts it more because they made it make less sense. If this is like 100 years in the past, why aren't we seeing any of this? Why haven't we seen any of that stuff? It doesn't make sense, because then in Highlander, he would be like, oh yeah, 300 years ago, when we had spaceships and lasers and everything.
Well, this was thousands of years before. So the way I interpret it was
it's
the
not
fall of civilization. Because the way they talked about it, and again, I'd have to go back and watch the entire film, but the way I interpret it was this was like this wasn't like a couple hundred years ago. This was a long time ago.
It's like when people say Lord of the Rings is Earth and it did happen. And it's like, no, it didn't. It's a completely different thing,
But it's Middle Earth. It's considered like medieval times or Middle Earth, but it's fantasy. But no, if you'd have to be stupid to think that really ever happened. There was
Yeah,
no
because like
elf
Lord of the
control,
Rings and King Arthur, they're not the same. They're totally separate.
yeah.
So when Russell Mulcahy goes, okay, so we're now just going to call this Earth because people didn't like that this was on a separate planet. It doesn't make sense because then
Well,
why are they immortal then? They're because they're aliens. They're from another planet.
but like, people prophesize about all the time that the end of humanity is coming. If this was taking place before, in a civilization, because people like to say, if you ever watch some ancient aliens, how the pyramids were made by aliens or this or that or whatever, and there was this grand civilization that was way beyond what we are, but they destroyed themselves or whatever happened. And now we have to kind of rebuild and learn everything again. So, and I don't remember the exact timeline from it, but again, to your point, it doesn't make sense. A lot of things don't make sense in it, so it's fantasy. So I don't give a shit if it makes sense. I want to be entertained.
I wish that they would release kind of like how they did with Apocalypse Now, Blade Runner. I mean, even all those copies of Alexander that I have, that they would just release kind of this box set of all the different versions of the movies and put them all
Not
together.
many people would watch that, I think, is the problem. I think most people would watch. You would pick one to watch. It would probably sell a few copies, but they wouldn't get their money back.
Yeah, because there's even a UK cut. So I think it's 3 different versions of Highlander 2. And in the UK cut, at the very end of Highlander 2, is Connor goes up into the heavens and he's talking to I'm blanking on her name, but the blonde that he's with in it.
Do me a favor, I haven't seen Highlander.
No,
2
this isn't in. This
isn't
this is not in the film. It's only in the UK version. But so there's all these different versions of the movie that, it'd be interesting. One, if they could just make maybe one giant cut of the film. But it's weird that Russell Mulcahy decided to go with what is considered to be one of the worst movies ever made, to then make 3 different versions of the movie, and none of them are really that great. So it's
yeah. Well, yeah, from what I've seen of it so far with the Renegade cut, I was enjoying it, but I was getting tired, so I was like, I'm going to pause this and I'll finish it later.
Yeah, I think if you haven't seen the other stuff, then it wouldn't really matter. That's what you're seeing is what would make sense.
Yeah. The most interesting thing I thought about in the Highlander movie was that Sean Connery's character's name is Ramirez. And so I was like, are we Scottish? Ramirez is a very Spanish name. Why are we Ramirez? And so I was talking to Fat Samurai Guy about it, and he mentioned that apparently Sean Connery's character's full name is Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez.
Yeah, he says it in the film. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
Yeah. He says the whole name, and then Connor says something to him. I think the wife says something to him. And then he says, no, I'm not Spanish. I'm Egyptian.
Yeah. Ramirez is not an Egyptian name, but maybe way back in the day in 898 BC when he was born. So they're saying 898 BC is when, around that time is when Ramirez and Connor were banished to the future. So about 2,700 years ago. So at 898 BC, we know there wasn't a super advanced civilization, but I guess that's when they would have been. But I just think it's interesting that his name was Ramirez. I just thought that was so funny.
Well, and they had to. I mean, I don't know why he couldn't just be. I mean, Christian points out here. I said Irish, and he's Scottish, and that's correct. but it's I guess maybe they didn't have Scots back then, or British people back then, or maybe so they had to make him Egyptian or something, because none of a lot of this casting doesn't make
making him Egyptian's fine, but give him an Egyptian name.
But he is so white. I
King
mean, he
Tut,
is
Nefertiti, like Egyptian names are bippity boppity boopity. They're not Ramirez.
I got to meet Sean Connery once, and they, if you've seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, when Indy is fighting the two German guys on the motorcycles, and he like takes the flagpole and stuffs it in like the wheel of the one guy, and he does the flip. That was all shot in Marin County, because they shot that overseas and the footage got lost, so they had to reshoot it. And I was going to film school at the time, and somebody came in and goes, "The Spielberg and everybody, they're shooting the scene from Indiana Jones." So my friends and I raced up there, and of course I went home first, and I got the only Sean Connery poster I have is Highlander, and so I grabbed it in a pin, and we raced up there, and we got to watch Harrison Ford eat quiche, and then so tough guys do eat quiche, and then there was Connery, and he was walking to Crafty. And he was getting like a cup of coffee and stuff, and I could hear him say, "I just want to get," because she's like, "We got to get the set," and he's like, "I just want to get a cup of coffee." And when he walked over there, I dashed, and I had my poster and a pin out, and I'm like, "Excuse me, Mr. Connery, could you sign my Highlander poster for me?" And he goes, "Sure." And I go, "I'm sorry, it's Highlander. I mean, I wish it was like James Bond or something." And he goes, "I like Highlander." I'm like, "Oh. Okay." Which is why I'm guessing he was in part 2. But so yeah, it was pretty cool. I got to meet Sean Connery for like 3 minutes.
That's cool. Yeah, it is funny because when I do think of Sean Connery and the things that he's been in, and then I think of Highlander and I think of him going, "Why does the sun come up every day?" When Connor asks him why there can only be one, or he asks him, why is he immortal? Why does the sun come up every day? Like, oh, that's the cheesiest fucking line.
It's because
ever.
He doesn't know shit. Like your girl there. He don't know shit about fuck. So he's making up stuff. Well, why does the sun come up and the moon goes down? Who knows?
Yeah, like
I don't know anything, but I got to make it like I do. Because you're an idiot.
Connery.
I don't know shit about fuck.
That's absolutely true. He doesn't. So he's just got to make crap up.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I got a little laugh out of him being named Ramirez, but I hadn't seen the movie in so long. That was
it's always good to watch.
Information to me. Yeah. MB Sox, what up? Go Pats. That is correct. Man, we're 1 week away from the Super Bowl. And so next week we're going to be 7 p.m. the Super Bowl should be ending, so we're going to be going live right after the Super Bowl. So if you want to either come see me celebrate, or if you want to see me cry, come join us next Sunday for that.
And if it's all sports, I'll go take a shower or something.
Gail says good night, everyone. Gail,
good
night. It's always fun hanging out with you, Gail. Glad you got to spend some time with us. Thomas, what's up? Says my favorite Clancy Brown's roles were in Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Bad Boys, and Carnival? Or I don't know that. I don't know that movie. But I didn't realize Clancy Brown was in Bad Boys.
Yeah, does he play one of the guards when Sean Penn is in like the Boys Reformatory? My favorite thing with him in it, I mean, besides Highlander, they made a movie with Sidney Poitier called Shoot to Kill, and it also has Tom Berenger. And what they did was, it's from the director of Terror Train, and what they did was, it's hikers that go up and like people are getting killed. They purposely hired bad guys. So if you played a bad guy in a movie, you were one of the people to fool the audience into thinking that guy might be the killer. So, they got Tom Clancy because he was the bad guy in Highlander. They got the guy from Dirty Harry who was assassinating everybody. Everybody was a killer. And I thought that was brilliant casting. It's like, what a way to fool your audience, and just have a whole bunch of killers up there, and then that way you have no idea who it is.
Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown.
What about Clancy Brown?
You said Tom Clancy.
Oh, well, it was Tom Clancy too, and Clancy Brown.
Oh, okay.
No, I
thought Tom Clancy. Okay, all right.
I don't know shit about fuck.
I know fuck about shit.
Yeah.
A great movie.
Clancy Brown played Viking Lofgren in Bad Boys. I still need to go back. I think I got it somewhere over here and need to go see that. But great choices there. Carnival was an HBO series, so I think it was Carnival, right? Buckaroo Bros Christian talked to Jason Connery, his son, on the set of Grizzly Flats.
Cool.
Nice, very nice. So anyways, Highlander, great classic movie, definitely rewatchable every once in a while. On a 1 to 5, I give it a 3.5. Where are you at with Highlander, John?
Oh, I give it at least a 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Caveman, 1 to 5. Where are you at with Caveman? We didn't rate these.
Maybe a 3.5, but if we're kind of comparing it to Airplane and all that type of stuff, I could maybe edge it towards a 4, but I think a 3.5, because not everything hit. Some of the jokes didn't, like, it took me a little bit to kind of get into it. Yeah. And then I thought it started getting funny, but them just kind of walking around at the beginning, and I'm like, I don't know about this.
There were some moments where I was like, okay, let's get to it and stuff. But I don't know. I laughed my ass off, but I give it a 3.5.
I mean,
so
3 point. Okay, so same as me.
Yeah.
I just love how they invent everything. They invent music.
Oh yeah.
Which is the song that they used, the Ewoks used in Return of the Jedi.
That's you're saying the Ewok song is like the same beat?
No, I think it's the same song.
The na. Okay, I would have to go listen to that. I did not know that, but I'm after watching that, even because they use it as like the theme, it's like that beat is played throughout, that rhythm, is played throughout the film, and
it's either incredibly close or it's the same. I listened to it, I went, oh my god, that's from Return of the Jedi, and it's the Ewoks at the end. So I like how they become erect and not below wise, but back wise. They go from being all hunched over to standing. Fire was funny. It built funny. It got
Oh no, there was so much to laugh at in it, and especially like the egg when they're trying to get up the hill and they can't, and so it's going back and forth, and then it falls and rolls and falls off the hill and turns into scrambled eggs, or like not a scrambled egg, but it's really like an over easy egg. It's so funny. It's such a funny movie. So 3.5 and 3.5. So there you go, Balzer. I on a 1 to 10, Balzer loved when I gave everything a 6.5. So here it is now, where everything's getting 3.5 nowadays. Duck Joystick watching over on John's channel. What's up?
How you doing? Thank you.
So we something else I have been watching.
Duck Joystick. Duck is that Amityville podcast? Why am I recognizing Duck? I think that's I had an interview today over on the Amityville podcast to give them a shout out, and went a little over an hour, and we discussed career and movies and all that stuff. And so go check out Amityville podcast. There's a lot of good stuff on there. He talks about all the Amityville movies. We talked about the Amityville Exorcist, which was fucking awful. Even though I know people in it like John R. Walker, Ken May, Sean C. Phillips is in it. It's bad. But great channel. I want to go and listen to a lot of his interviews. and
Nice.
it was very fun. So I hope to do it again. So yeah, that was great. So
Awesome.
thanks, I really appreciate it. So yeah, Amityville
Very cool.
podcast.
Very cool. And so the video's obviously then going to be on his channel, right?
Yeah, it's audio only. So which is
Oh, okay. So it's
yeah,
like a podcast, like an actual podcast.
yeah. And he's
Now,
gonna bring
will
it
it be
out.
on YouTube as well, but just audio?
I think yeah, we didn't record a video at all. It was just yeah,
Okay.
only audio,
Okay.
which
Nice.
is fine with my eye and the thing on my cheek now. So but but oh, Spotify, iTunes, etc. So yeah, so we'll be out a little bit. So sorry
Very nice.
to interrupt you with your Bond box, but that name just looked really
No, that's okay. That's okay. That definitely was more important at that moment. That's for sure. So probably more important in general, but I was just going to mention a couple Bond movies that I watched, but awesome stuff. We'll definitely have to go check out Duck Joystick. So in Duck Joystick, maybe do you have a YouTube channel we can go to and then find the links to the podcast and stuff? But so I watched out of all the movies, I was like, my favorite James Bond was Roger Moore. That might be changing. I started out with A View to a Kill, and that was, I believe, Roger Moore's last movie, right?
Yes.
And the reason I went with that was because I love the Duran Duran song, and so I went with that one.
It's a great song.
And I love the movie. It was a great movie. I mean, most Bond movies are entertaining and they're great, some better than others and stuff. But I enjoyed the movie. I give it a solid 3.5. Everything's going to get 3.5, so don't worry about it. But then after that, I was like, I want to watch something newer with better special effects and stuff. So then I proceeded to watch the last Pierce Brosnan movie and Die Another Day. So I'm just going to watch the last one that everybody does. But between A View to a Kill and Die Another Day, I think just because the effects and stuff were so much better, I enjoyed Die Another Day so much more than I did A View to a Kill.
More than Roger Moore?
More than Moore, yeah. But
that paragliding scene, oh my God, is that awful? God,
No,
did that look horrible?
Some of the old, and it's not just James Bond, it's not just that movie or this franchise. When you're back, especially because we're going all the way back to when did the first one come out?
It's like 64.
62.
Okay.
So, there were no special effects. There was a green screen and they're driving and their hair's not even blowing, so it's pretty terrible, the effects. But one of the things that I loved about Die Another Day was when he's down in that like subway room where they have, the guy's talking about he's developing the new gadgets and stuff, and he's got some of the old gadgets down there, like the jetpack,
the jetpack
suit,
yeah.
And he hits the jetpack and stuff. But anyways, I had such a great time with this. Pierce Brosnan was great. I may be leaning toward Daniel Craig as my favorite Bond.
Oh wow, okay, you jumped, okay.
Because I have seen Casino Royale and pretty sure I've seen Skyfall and Quantum of Solace at some points over the years.
He's the closest to the book.
Fuck your books. This fucking guy. Oh, the fucking book. Oh, it's fucking book.
Oh, excuse me for reading.
Yeah. This is not it wasn't I guess it's horror movie, horror movie Monday. And now, Sunday Night Man, there's not a fucking thing in there about books, John Ward.
Well, I'm just glad that you're watching them, because I thought of doing something like James Bond Sunday or something, or
Mm.
one review, one movie a week, starting from Dr. No, going all the way up to the final
Well,
one. But
there you go. You know what you call it? I'm so good at naming things. You know what you call it?
what?
00 Sunday.
Oh, there you go.
Instead of
Okay.
007. God, I'm fucking good, aren't I? I mean, you can admit it. You can thank me when I see you out there in Vegas in a couple days.
Well, but then I don't think people would know really what that is, right? Because then you'd have to do a
No,
little
because you
tracing
make the
James
logo
Bond.
look like 00. So you have like a title and a subtitle. So 00 Sunday, reviewing the James Bond franchise, one movie at a time, or whatever you want to call it, something like that. But anyways, you're welcome.
I do find it interesting that the two that you mentioned that you watched, are the last two, and they're considered to be the worst two of those James Bonds. Like they said,
Oh,
View to a Kill, Roger Moore's way too old. He's like this 70-year-old guy who's like
and
fucking,
that
20-year-olds.
was part of the reason why I like Die Another Day, because Roger Moore was getting up there where it was like, okay, it's time to get a younger Bond here.
Yeah, and I like A View to a Kill. I still enjoy it, even though I think it has more of Roger Moore's stuntman in it than Roger Moore. But and Die Another Day, I enjoyed. I even like the Madonna song that's in it. It is a best of, and Halle Berry looks amazing in it, especially when she pops out of the water in that bikini.
Well, see, and that's that is the thing. So if you look at like supporting cast between Die Another Day, Rosamund Pike, man, she was a looker when she
I
was
think
younger.
she
She's
is
still
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, she very is.
Beautiful.
John Cleese and
As
I mean,
Q. Yeah.
They always have great casts, but for the 80s, when you're adding Grace Jones and Christopher Walken, those two are like 80s icons. And for you to get both of them in the same movie and on the same team, that's just fucking great.
And you might even be able to add one more, Dolph Lundgren. He was in A View to a Kill. He was the bodyguard because he was dating, I think, Grace Jones at the time. And then, of course, Rocky IV, was when he became a household name.
Were we supposed to think that Grace Jones was attractive?
Exotic? Maybe.
She didn't even have a good body. She really doesn't. Like she's thin and tall and in fit, but like she didn't have a great body. Like for a black woman, she had a very flat butt. And I don't know. She just was not attractive. She's a great villain, a great actress. I have nothing against her, but I'm just like, I was watching, I'm going, are we supposed to think she's attractive?
I would imagine, because she would be
Wasn't she
considered
like a
Bond
model
girl.
or something?
Model, singer. I always they're not on the same thing. They're apples and oranges, but I always thought that she was kind of like a David Bowie type person, that she was.
Oh yeah, no, and that's what I mean. She was an
enough.
icon. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, the casts were both great, and I don't know which one I'll watch next.
I mean, since we just watched Caveman, I would recommend The Spy Who Loves Me if you want to go back, because that's Barbara Bach. She's the main Bond girl in that, and she looks amazing.
Yeah.
And it has Caroline Munro as one of the evil Bond girls in it, and she was from like the Hammer movies, and she's gorgeous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to do a 00 Sunday reviews where I wouldn't release it on Sunday, but 00 Tuesday, 00 Wednesday, it doesn't really work unless it's Saturday or Sunday. Maybe release it Saturday, because if we're doing this video Sunday, you don't want to cock block your videos. 00 Saturday. But anyways, you can call it whatever you want. But if we were going to do something like that, if you wanted me to join you and review, let's start at the beginning and work our way through the entire franchise.
Yeah, because there's also, and I'm not including the comedy version of Casino Royale. I can't sit through that again. That was so awful. But Never Say Never was really good. I think that should be included around the time of Octopussy. There, of course, is the original James Bond, the TV movie that they did, like the 1 hour episode of Climax, had the very first Casino Royale. But I don't know if that needs to be included either.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
A total of
This is 24 movies right here alone. So that's 24 weeks. Are we going to get through this year, John?
well, if
we're going to watch the other things that are not involved.
Because you have Spectre, right, on there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you have all of them except for the brand new one. So, and I had to buy that separately because I have the same collection that you do.
Yeah.
And I like the last one. So I actually like that they killed off Bond. I think that was a good thing.
I agree, House of G fam, and sorry for taking 6 minutes to get to your comment.
It does not matter if you read a book and you have an expectation of what the character is like, you would like to see that. At the time with Connery, you could probably say that he was close.
See, well, here's the thing. Like, let's just take The Shining, for example. You get Stephen King, who comes up with a great idea, and then he writes a shitty book.
No,
and then you get Kubrick, who takes the great idea and perfects it.
No, he doesn't. No, he really doesn't.
90,
Visually,
like a lot of people.
Visually, The Shining is absolutely beautiful. It's Kubrick has completely missed the mark from the book.
But why does it need? But why does it need to match the book? Why does it have to?
You at least have to have. Okay, Jaws, I think, is a better example. Everything in Jaws is totally different from the movie. You know, Brody does not.
Who would read a fucking Jaws book? Like,
it was a number one
book about.
It was a number one bestseller. It was huge. It was massive. It was a big book. That's why they made the movie.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Just because you don't like killer animal movies doesn't mean that everybody else.
I like Jaws.
So Jaws is a better movie than it is a book.
Me and Jeff and your mom had a great time watching Jaws back in the day while you were in your bedroom in your playpen with that poopy diaper.
Wow. How old are you then?
Jeff says, I saw A View to a Kill in the theater when Bond was shown in bed with Grace Jones. Somebody yelled out, how the hell do you pick that over Tanya Roberts? Well, if I remember correctly, he bedded them both, did he not?
Yeah, I think at the very end, right? He's with her. Yeah. But I guess maybe if that happened first. So, because my favorite Bond is Timothy Dalton. And so even though we only made 2, I think I like Timothy Dalton a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I really enjoy, I mean, all of them as actors. It is such a great legacy of actors. You know, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, legends. The idea that now we're going to get a they, them, or whatever the fuck as the next Bond is sickening. But
but that's why I'm glad they killed him. Don't forget George Lazenby, who was in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is
I've never seen.
It's one of the best Bond movies ever made. It is great. But yeah, I agree with you. That's why I'm glad they killed Bond, because he still was Bond, even though they were changing him. Like when AIDS was a big thing, he went from sleeping with multiple women to one. Once smoking became not fashionable anymore, he stopped smoking. So they did change him throughout time, but they did make a big deal about it. Okay. So I even think with Spectre, he was still Bond. And then with the last one that they did, they give the 007 number to a black woman who might be a lesbian. And she even says to Bond, oh, this must be driving you nuts that they gave me your number. So they acknowledge it. And
that's better than just making another James Bond movie and it's a they them.
Yeah, and she gives back his number. She goes, I don't take it. You deserve it more than I
Fucking
do.
spoiler alert.
Oh my God. That ends the whole
John Metro spoiler ward.
Doesn't like boobs.
John Metro hates boobs. Spoiler alert ward. Halle Berry and Denise Richards were the worst Bond girls ever. Beautiful, but they just don't fit.
I disagree with Halle Berry. I think Jinx was good. She was going to get her own spinoff, and I wish she did.
Yeah, I liked Halle Berry. I would have to go back because it's been so long since I've seen most of these movies, and I would have to see them. Halle Berry to me was more like, I get it. She's in a Bond movie. She's a Bond girl. You know, he slept with her. I get it. But she's more like another. I mean, I get it. She's a villain. She's a Bond girl, but I don't know. She's not just like the good-looking trophy piece. She's kind of got a lot going on. I don't know.
She can defend herself. Denise Richards, I would agree, because and that's The World Is Not Enough. And the director hated her. He has been very vocal that the studio forced her upon him, so he didn't direct her. So he would direct everybody else and then skip her because he didn't want her in the movie. So that's why she's so bad. That's one of the reasons.
Did that movie come out when she was with Charlie Sheen? Because I'm wondering, was this pre Charlie Sheen and Charlie Sheen's? I'm just going on a limb here to think that Charlie Sheen had a jar of cocaine as well. And I'm going out on a limb, but if she was, hanging out with Charlie Sheen and their jar of cocaine, then maybe she was a bit of a, problem to work with.
I mean, it was 99. So 1999.
No, that's when the movie came out, was 99.
Yeah. And
well, I think, ooh, man, it was around that time.
I'm looking on Wiki to see if there's one of those things of like them mentioning her.
When was Charlie Sheen and listen to my fucking English. When were Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards together? 2002 to 2006. So this is pre-cocaine jar for Denise Richards.
Right. Okay.
At least she never shit on his bed,
That's true. I mean, she's not a great actress to begin with. I mean, especially if you see her in like Starship Troopers and stuff. She's just nice to look at, and she doesn't mind getting naked. So like Wild Things. So that's okay. But it's
and the whole time you're waiting for Nev to come around, waiting for Nev and Nev
hoping. And then she did it later, and it was very disappointing.
Yeah, man. Nev.
It was like Terry Hatcher disappointing. Like when she was on Seinfeld, and the entire episodes were about how great her breasts are. And then we knew from like The Big Picture and Superman and all this stuff that she was gorgeous with these great boobs. And then we finally see them in Heaven's Prisoners, and it's like,
yeah.
Okay, not great. Okay,
yeah. What are you gonna do?
Disappointing.
What are you gonna do? Bond girls need a certain elegance. No, they do. And Halle Berry, especially with the short hair, is more of like kind of a tomboy look than the elegance. So I get that, what you're saying there, Jeff. I get that. Jeff is sticking to his guns. Barry was trash. Yeah, I thought her coming up. I love him staring at her through the binoculars as she comes back up on the beach. That was pretty funny. He's like, I'm not going to even try to hide this at all. Rachel's trying to put me in the crazy house. Robert, what did you do? Why is she trying to put you in the crazy house? Did she tell you there's another movie she hasn't seen, or what's going on? Antona says, which Bond movie had a woman named Pussy?
Well, it's Pussy Galore.
Pussy Galore.
Yeah, from Goldfinger. And when Bond asks who she is, she goes, my name is Pussy Galore. And then he just kind of looks up and goes, I'm in heaven.
Yeah. Oh, very funny.
See,
But so
you're not getting that anymore.
yeah, no. So I've been watching those, and I told Cody that I was going to do a review for my submission. He asked me to do a review, and I've been so busy, I haven't got around to it. But I'm going to put up a video, deep diving into my submission. I was gonna say maybe you could watch this and then we could do that. I think you'll get a kick out of this movie. But and then Marie, I was gonna do a review for these, but I just have not got around. So I apologize, Cody. I will get that done. What else have you been up to or watching, John?
Jonathan and I are reviewing some stuff. So we're doing all the Purge movies. So we reviewed The Purge, and now on Tuesday we are reviewing The Purge Anarchy, which I already watched, and then Tuesday we're going to be reviewing Chupacabra Terror, which is a chupacabra on a cruise liner. And God. Yeah, so I'm going to be watching that either tonight or tomorrow for Tuesday. So I've been watching those. What else did I watch? I started to watch, because I was going to do reviews after midnight, for Terror in Beverly Hills, which is with Frank Stallone. The sound is so bad that I had to turn it off. I think it's.
Have you seen The Taking of Beverly Hills?
No, and I want. Ken Wall is one of my favorites. It's got Leaving from Fear.
So great.
And but I went to go buy it. It's $50. It's out of print.
Oh.
Like you could buy the VHS copy for like $5, but if you want the DVD, it's like $50. Yeah. If you want,
I bought it on
like $100.
I bought it on like Vinegar Syndrome sale or something.
Oh, it's through them too? Okay, maybe I need to look at that, because I need to own that. Ken Wall is one of my favorite guys, and he was in like The Soldier. He's been in a ton of stuff that I'm a huge fan of, and it bums me out that this is like one of his movies that I've never seen. He was a thing for about 10 minutes. You know, he was like a big actor, and The Soldier is one of his best films. It's by James Glickenhaus, who did the Executioner with Robert Ginty. But it's I really want to see it. And and this is the same idea, I think, is that they hold somebody hostage and they want money, but it's Terror in Beverly Hills. And it's just like, it's got the square box. It's not widescreen or anything. It doesn't take up the full screen. And so it's like, okay, my missing picture here. And then the sound is awful. The picture is awful. It's done from like First Diamond Entertainment. So it looks like one of those ones that back in the day you'd buy in like a garage or a 7-Eleven or something. But it's that was disappointing. So I had to turn that off. And then I think when we're done here, I'll probably watch Chupacabra Terror. I know there's a couple other things I think I've watched, but one of the ones I do want to watch is, and I've been meaning to watch it, is Mercury Rising, the Bruce Willis movie with Alec Baldwin in it, where he's like protecting the autistic kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I want to rewatch.
So I've not seen the one you're talking about, but Taking of Beverly Hills is great. Terror in Beverly Hills, I've not seen that. But the Taking I have. And
if it had better sound, it might be a great bad movie. Just one of those things where it's because he's so bad. Frank Stallone is not a good actor.
So this is interesting. Robert said that Rachel's trying to put him in a crazy house. And Rachel says, I'm trying to put him in the crazy house because he won't watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure with me. Robert, have you ever seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
That's a great film.
I know. And look what I live right next to. This is my video of me at. Hold on. Look at this.
Now don't play sound. You look like copyright yourself.
Yeah, right. Watching the sunrise. So like Pee Wee Herman did, they sat and watched the sunrise up in the mouth there. And there it is. I went, there's the dinosaur. They paint them all the time, but that one was like pink for Valentine's Day. But I made this video like, I don't know, year and a half ago or something. But anyways, Robert, you should definitely see Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, especially if you've never seen it. They really go into detail on what to expect when you go to the Alamo, and how to actually see the basement that most people don't know exists. But you definitely got to give it the program. That is, I mean, I think it has a Criterion even, right? Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
That
So
I'm not sure, but it
has it's
classic.
been released. Like, yeah.
Danny Elfman's score and all
right.
Of that, so
technically 3 horror movies next weekend. Whistle, Dracula, and Purge Chapter 3.
Not
Purge Chapter 3. You're talking what's the one Chapter 3? I know what he's talking about. The Chapter 3, Strangers.
Oh, Strangers Chapter 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Whistle looks just like Ouija and anything that deals with like a game. I don't know about that one. Dracula I am interested in seeing because I like that filmmaker. I think he's a good director. So
Chupacabra on a cruise ship. I'd be shocked if it doesn't suck.
It has Sala in it. The actor who plays Sala from Raiders. Rise Davies, Rise Davies. He's in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he plays the captain of the ship. But no, it probably sucks. But what I like is when you take something and then you put it in a place that it shouldn't be. So, like if they put Jason Voorhees in the snow, that would be great. If they
Jason
put
Voorhees on a boat,
no, that would be awful.
Jason Voorhees in New York for just a moment,
that would be awful.
Which is really Montreal.
It would be awful, and it was awful.
Great.
Chucky in space, that would be good. So I like the idea of a Chupacabra on a cruise ship. So I will probably enjoy it, even though it's bad.
All right.
John Rice Davies, that's his name.
Robert says he can't get into it. Very interesting. And Tim Burton directed it. You are correct, Rachel. And Pee-wee it's a great flick. And man, Large Marge, I am telling you, that was for the time. How great was Large Marge? And I mean, it's, Tim Burton effects with her eyeballs and everything, but Pee-wee's Big Adventure is legendary. Tim Burton, Danny Elfman, Cassandra Peterson. That's right. Yeah, it is great. It's not something you need to watch over and over and over, but come on, Robert.
But Tim Burton
program
may not be for everybody,
Yeah. I don't know about him not being for everybody, but not all of his movies might not be for everybody, because Beetlejuice is for everybody, but Beetlejuice is not for everybody.
Very true. Very true. As we fall asleep while watching it in the theater.
Yeah. So, but you mentioned The Purge, and you asked if I wanted to rewatch The Purge and join you guys. So I put it in, and not too awful long ago, I watched the entire franchise and I enjoyed it. And I think I enjoyed some of the sequels more than the original. But I absolutely was bored out of my mind and hated it. And the little kid, I'm telling you, if I was the dad in The Purge, I would have been like, okay, the guy that you let in the house, we're taping him to the chair, we're pushing him outside, and then we're taping the kid to the chair and pushing him outside as well.
But
it caused all of their problems then.
But because you didn't see the ending, it was actually good that the kid let the homeless guy inside.
You know what? So here's the thing. I watched it not too awful long ago. I don't remember the specifics of the ending, what happened, but we wouldn't have had a movie if he didn't let the guy inside. But movies where the kids cause problems because they don't listen to the adults drive me nuts. It just, like, my kids, if I told my kids, hey, we're going inside, we're locking the doors, do not open the doors, They wouldn't. They wouldn't be. There's a guy outside. I gotta
Well,
save.
the kid.
Who
Okay.
do that in real life? People wouldn't do that.
Well, because the kid doesn't believe in the purge. He doesn't like it. So it's you got to remember, and one of the questions down here says, when do the purge movies start talking down to Trump? They already did. It's called the purge election year. That's
election year.
That's the Hillary Clinton movie where
Yeah.
when she was, debating Trump, when they were walking around the stage doing the debate, and she said, if I end up dead, you know what happened. And so that's kind of the idea of election year, is that it is a woman running for president. And and the whole series is made by liberals. So that's the thing, is that it gets more and more political.
Yeah, but that's okay. It does it definitely toes a political line. And that is okay. You can make movies that are politically influenced, or kind of show, Republicans bad, Democrats good, or vice versa, or whatever. What you don't need is just the over the top shoving shit down your throat that you are wrong for supporting them. You can make anybody you want a bad guy, but don't make the audience the bad guy for rooting for this guy or that guy. That's the problem. The problem's not, a movie. I mean, because so many movies you can, like, people love the gay community loves to go, oh, the Saw franchise, it's all about being gay. No, it's fucking not. It's about a guy who likes to kill people because they're, don't appreciate life. Hannibal Lecter, he eats people because they're rude. You can say these things or that things. You could put your spin on anything. So, movies like that don't bug me. What does bug me is when people go, if you like Donald Trump, don't watch my movies. Well, tell you what, John Legua fucko, I don't want to watch your movies anyways, you bitch. Aside from the fact you get put in a couple movies like John Wick, but you just go fuck your mother. We don't.
But
need
he's
to
an idiot to begin with. I mean, he's the guy who went out and cried when they did Super Mario Brothers, the animated movie, and he was screaming that he wasn't in it and that he knows what makes a hit and he should be in it because he was in Super Mario Brothers the movie. Which then I like to remind him, dude, you're Mexican. Yeah. Mario Brothers are Italian.
But Al Pacino threw all that shit out the window with Scarface. So there's, Mexican, the whole Latin crossover thing. Yeah. But no,
I mean, you could, but don't sit there and say, hey, I was, okay, fine. Maybe give him a little voice cameo or something in the movie. That's fine because he was in the film.
Fuck him. Who cares? If they're going to let Kane Hodder go after they told Kane Hodder he was going to be in the next Friday the 13th, and then they changed their mind, then they can definitely let John Legua fucko go.
Oh, sure. I've never been a fan of his at all, but it's like, it's, even Bob Hoskins in that original movie is British. He's not Italian either. So shut up, dumbass. But it's interesting now because when I had originally watched all these films, I was Democrat, but to the right. And I've never been liberal. Now being on the other side, being conservative, it's interesting to watch these because even with the first Purge, that the neighbors hate, Ethan Hawke and his family because they made so much money off those security systems that they could add to their house. I'm like, what is wrong with that? That's called capitalism. He works for the company that sells the security systems. He sold the most. So he got the bonus. He could build on an addition to his house. And thanks to him, you're safe during the purge. So it's like, I don't get the problem.
Yeah, the idea that he was a bad guy for selling these things, like, piss off.
Yeah, that I don't get. I know that they do get, like, the first purge is that they tried in like an urban area, so more of a black area to test it out. And then the purge for the forever purge is more Hispanic. So I did see a video calling it racist. I'm going to watch that actually when we get to that film. But it's interesting because now I kind of see things from a different perspective, and and where it's and I mentioned this on Jonathan's video when the movie Rollerball came out, the one with James Caan. The movie is an anti-sports, like violent sports movie. It was supposed to make you not want to watch football. You didn't want to watch violent sports. Instead, it did the exact opposite. People actually signed things
because people are fucking retarded.
But they wanted it to be a real sport. So the film did the opposite. The Purge is the same idea.
But see, that's where, like, I watch a movie. I never, ever watch a movie going like, oh, this is supposed to be, a political this, or this is supposed to have a message or whatever. Just fucking entertain me. Like I watch movies, horror movies. People get killed all the time. It doesn't mean like I'm learning a good way to kill people. So people, I don't, I don't really care for the whole argument of, oh, well, this was supposed to do that, or this was supposed to do, this or that or whatever, and I know you like to deep dive into that kind of stuff. And,
yeah, I do.
Hear what people have to say. It's not for me, but hey, to each their own. I'm not knocking you for finding that stuff interesting. When I hear stuff like that, I just go, God, people are fucking retarded.
Well, it's you and I are opposite on some things, but we agree on a lot of things. You like to know things. I don't. It's I like the mystery.
I like boobs.
I don't. I'm also now Metro, so I just find it interesting to know that, and myself included, that the Purge did the opposite of what they wanted it to do. That they said, no, the Purge is a bad idea. Watch this movie. This is not a good idea.
When they said, hey, we're going to make this movie, do you really think they said, we're going to make this movie to make people hate Republicans?
Not this one. Maybe election year, but I don't think this one, because I think this one was more about capitalism. It was,
or make people hate capitalism.
Yeah, that greed is bad, but then I think, why is that bad? I mean, if you are a self-made person,
well, that's just it. Everybody who says, oh, billionaires should give up their money, you're fucking hypocrites if you say that. Because if you're
Billie
a billionaire,
Eilish.
you're not going to give up your money. I know you're so filthy fucking rich, Billie Eilish. You're filthy fucking rich. Why don't you give up your money?
Because they won't.
But I'm not a billion. I can have 999 million, but I'm not a billionaire.
We're against ICE, but we're not going to allow any illegal immigrants in our house.
Oh no, the beauty of it, and I don't want to go down this road too far, but oh my God, no guns. Guns kill people. People don't kill people. Guns kill people. And now we're defending a guy who had a fucking gun. Who got shot by ICE. Like, bruh, pick a side. Pick a fucking lane and stay in it. That's
because it does. It's what's ever popular at that time. Because if you notice all the Palestine crap is gone, all the Ukraine stuff is gone. It's whatever flag is popular at that time. So
I'll tell you what, man. I hope. I don't want to see a big war, but I hope the United States does something to stop the government in Iran from slaughtering all those protesters, because that is what liberals want to make the United States out to be, like what the Ayatollah is doing in Iran. They're killing thousands of people. One dumb fuck who kicked and broke a car's light a week before shows up with a fucking gun. If you didn't show up, if you're so scared of ICE, why are you tracking them down? If they're such bad, scary, mean, evil people, stay home. Don't go fucking track them down. You do something dumb and get yourself killed. Tough fucking shit. In Iran, thousands and thousands of people are being slaughtered by the Ayatollah. That is something that needs to be fixed, and I hope we do something about that soon.
Well, it's basically what the media tells us. So if these actors are saying, oh, well, we need to get guns, or we need a revolution, or and then people, like I said, who work at like 7-Eleven, then go out and purchase, a gun, and then they go to one of these protests that that these, actors, are protesting because they have a little freaking button, there's a good chance that you could get killed. and then those actors will then put another button on.
Oh yeah,
You know,
or
yeah,
write a
so
shitty song and have their chest hair out. Fucking Bruce Springsteen. You're not the boss. You're the toss. Fucking go fuck off. What comedy movie is so bad you like it, John Ward?
Oh, I absolutely love both of these. A Haunted House. I think they're hilarious, and everybody hates them. I think they're so freaking funny.
You know
I
what?
actually cry laughing. I laugh so hard watching those.
That's funny. You know what movie I love, and you don't, and I don't know why, but I love that it's a bad comedy, but it is so bad that it is hysterical.
No, did not
Zombies,
like it.
and this is actually, so it's Zombies at Christmas in England, but I think over here it's Cadaver Christmas.
Yes.
So, but A Cadaver Christmas is hilarious.
It's not, no, not in
it's
my
very
opinion. Yeah.
But there's a lot of bad comedies that are funny. But asking, John and I both kind of suck at thinking of things off the top of our head. So kudos to John for actually pulling those ones out of left field.
Thank you.
Some of the National Lampoon movies are bad, but I like them. There you go. Definitely, like Grandma's Boy is a pretty terrible movie, but it's kind of funny. What was the one? It's not called Road Trip. The one where they go on a road trip. Is Dane Cook in it?
Well, there's Road Trip. There's Euro Trip.
Maybe it is Road Trip. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Was that Dane Cook?
He might be in that one. That's the one with Matt Damon where he sings Scotty Doesn't Know because he's sleeping with his girlfriend.
Yeah, I've seen it once, and it was like right when it first came out. But those were pretty terrible movies.
See, I thought that those were funny. Yeah, that's
but it's pretty terrible. But they're funny. Metal Greg, what's cracking, Metal Greg? How you doing? Was watching the Grammys. Anything interesting that we would give a shit about? John Leguizamo grew up in Queens. Maybe it's a New York thing in relation. No, I know in New York, everybody thinks they are like, oh, I'm Latino or I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm also Italian or this or that. The communities have all kind of blurred their lines over there. So that could be it. Sam Squanch titties, John Ward. Sam Squanch titties. Would you like Sasquatch big hairy titties?
Are they just like two titties, or are they kind of like the animal ones where they have multiple teeth?
Well, what would you prefer? This is inquiring minds want to know, John, because you're not a fan of regular boobs. So would you be a fan of Sasquatch boobs?
You might be able to motorboat them. They're all hairy and stuff, so maybe.
Speaking of motorboating. I'll move you.
What happened?
This is one of my favorite Instagram or favorite what do you call them? Influencers right now. I want to share this guy's video. He is fucking hilarious, and what we're talking about right now with Sasquatch titties reminded me of this. So
you sent me some of the stuff. I cannot understand what he says.
This guy is fucking hilarious.
Bob shut my damn self.
Look at this guy getting a haircut. Just over here getting a haircut.
Not as I no.
So this guy, little Shirley's boy, he's basically like, he'll go like, you know who I haven't talked to today? White people. What's going on, white people? And he'll play a video of white people doing dumb shit. Or go, you know who I haven't talked to in a while? I don't know what's up with black people. What are black people up today? And then, but he does for Latinos, or whatever. It's everybody. It's not one race. And it's just funny shit that they do. And he's like, no, I think I'm just going to stay home, or whatever he says afterwards is very funny. He is hilarious. But that video where the guy is getting a haircut and the man boob kind of comes and hits him in his face, so he turns to kiss it, is fucking hysterical. That just kills me every time. So
you like man boob?
No, I don't like man boob at all.
Nope,
It's
that's
so
it. You
offensive
like
that it's
man
funny.
boob. No, you
No.
like man
Don't
boob.
try
So
and spin this
nope,
on me.
nope. I
Don't
from now
try
from
and spin this on
from
me.
now on, you like man boob. And so
No.
whenever you say I don't like boobs,
Well, it was nice having John Ward on the show for a few months while it lasted, but Purge 5 is awful. It talks down on the right so much. Yeah, and that's where Antonis, I don't, I get it. If you want to sit and say, oh, I'm looking at this and there whatever like hidden agendas or maybe not necessarily hidden agendas in the movie, yeah, it could definitely ruin your viewing experience. But I enjoyed, and I think I like the sequels all better than the first because they kind of take place out. They're not stuck in one house. I think that's maybe why I like them better. But
well, yeah. The first one is one location, a house. The second one is the city, and then the third one is election year. So all since I'm seeing these now from a different perspective, when Forever Purge, which is it's the last one. It was meant to be season 3, and then they just made it into a movie instead. As I know right now, it's my favorite one, but I'll have to see, what happens when I rewatch it, because we got to watch the TV shows for the 2 seasons first.
Okay. Yeah, I would have to go back and see my rankings on how I felt about them, but I could scroll through Letterboxd and figure that out, but not tonight. We're already 2 hours and 10 minutes. John, I noticed you were suppressing a yawn there a moment ago, and so we're going to try and wrap it up here in the next few minutes. But Skyla, what's up, Skyla? Says sorry I'm late.
Hey.
Can't sleep as I was so happy because I had my first virtual tours. Oh, I didn't realize you're doing virtual tours. Well, that's cool, Skyla. It was really good. Got amazing feedback on the first night. I hope you're both well. That's awesome. I'm very happy for you, Skyla, and I am doing well. Thanks. John, are you doing well?
I'm doing fine.
Great. Movie question for both you and John. What 3 comedies would you watch over and over again? Ooh, picking 3, that's tough. I could definitely watch 40-Year-Old Virgin over and over. But I would probably go back to Young Frankenstein without question. And Blazing Saddles definitely without question. But I mean, those are 3 easy ones, but I don't know. I don't watch a million comedies. Do you have 3 off the top of your head that you could?
Well, we're talking National Lampoon, so I could always watch Animal House. Animal House is a
good call. Thing. Oh, fucking Animal House all day long.
Yes. Yeah. Blazing Saddles would be a good one because it's got so much great dialogue and it's really funny. Let's see if I could quickly come up with a third. Toga. Son, going through life fat and no, what is it? Son, fat and stupid is no way to go through life.
Yeah. Where he pukes on Dean Warmer's desk is the fucking best, man.
Yeah.
Did you know that
puked in there? No, you puked on Dean Warner.
When Fluffy and Wet Movie 1 and I went to Oregon, we went to Oregon State to the college where they filmed Animal House. It was pretty.
I have to think of a third.
You ran all the way home. I ran so far away.
I couldn't get away.
3 boob lady from Total Recall. Mr. John. Yeah, that would be John's worst nightmare. 3 boobs. Google says Dane Cook is in a movie called American Exit. I've never heard of that either. Chad Smith / Duff, Andrew Watt, and Post Malone did a cool tribute to Ozzy by performing Warpig. All of them together? Well, I'll have to look that up. We are not playing music here, Metal Greg, because we got slapped on the wrist very hardly.
Yes.
A very firm slap from YouTube. But I would love to hear that. I'll have to check that out. Sometimes I feel like I'm in bed with a hairy Sasquatch when I'm pleasuring John's mom. Oh, Christ. That's where John gets it from. John, hold up your arms. This is where that's John's mom. That's John's Italian mom. Are both your parents Italian, or was it just your one side or the other? Or
my dad's side, it was from Sicily. So his family came over on the boat. They actually had WAP like put like stamped on their hands.
Okay. So your dad Sicilian, mom Sasquatchian.
Yeah. Yes. Apparently,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, maybe more Bigfoot than Sasquatch, but
Okay.
but sure, it's in the same family. Yeah, sure.
One
Why
and the
not?
same? They're not the same?
I think it just depends on where they're at in the country or the
Okay.
world. So
Well,
yeah,
Canadians call them Sam Squanch. So
Sam
they
Squanch.
cross the line and they cross that whatever parallel and head on up there to Canada A, and there we
Okay.
add an extra wanch to them.
Ranch.
Yes, all those guys play together. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Metal Grey. I'll definitely have to check that out. Let's see here. Comedies.
Oh, The Hangover.
Oh, yes.
So those would be my three.
Part 1, 2, and 3 can suck it ass.
I love all
is
three of them.
okay.
I actually think
You're
2 is
wrong.
better than 1. So
You're wrong.
No,
You're
I
wrong.
love all 3. So yeah,
Saskatchewan. There you go. Exactly. Sam Saskatchewan is according to Bubbles. Sam Squanch. There's a fucking Sam Squanch. She's so hairy. I used to toss flour to find the Jesus Christ.
I'm starting
I'll
to
just
think
let
he
it-
actually has. There's
He
way
probably
too much
has. He probably
detail here.
This weekend I watched 2 80s B movies. Assault on the Party Nerds.
Yeah,
1 and 2
yeah.
Metal Grey. I've never heard of those. Are they good?
I think Linnea Quigley is in one of them.
Oh,
I've never
okay.
seen them, but they're very low budget. I think she's like shot on video stuff.
Nice. Funny. Did you have pickups this week?
I only got the one, and it's a movie
Okay,
you
good.
hated. So
Well, hold on a minute. Don't fucking hold on, John.
I have a serious Blu-ray addiction.
All right, that's enough of that.
oh, we didn't get to see Brittany. I did pick up because it was only $10, and I think it's one of his best films, and you hate it. I picked up A Working Man.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. The acting is atrocious.
I would completely disagree with that. It's Rocky 5, human trafficking, and he has to go get the girl. But I think it's better than Rocky 5. I love The Working Man. I thought it was really good. So found it for $10.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. A lot of people did. I don't understand why, but they did.
Because it's a good movie and you suck and you like men's teats.
Fake news.
Nope. Real news. Mm-hmm.
I wish I could make this bigger. I can't. Got
some dead air going on here, man.
We do.
What's going on?
You wanted to see Brittany. Here's Brittany, bitch. Is this drugs? Do you think that's got to be? She's got to be.
Well, she's nuts.
And it can't be. That can't be coke. That's got to be like meth, right?
I think she's just really messed up in the head. I mean, I like her, but I mean, like
she was so normal, like when she was on American Idol, but then she got her money, and I think she spent it on meth.
Oh, wow. She looks amazing in the
Eddie
Womanizer video. She's absolutely gorgeous in that.
Yeah. Anyways, there's Brittany for you. Wrong Brittany, but there was Brittany.
A Brittany, not the Brittany.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would be the Brittany because she would be bigger and she's still around.
So,
did you have any pickups? Did you get anything?
I don't think so. No, nothing. No.
I mean, we will have pickups, just not really anything this time.
I just want to remind everybody the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl 1 week from today. And I'm going to go to Vegas. I will be seeing John Ward in a couple days.
That's me.
And Thursday, we're going to try and do a live stream Thursday watching Unsane together. Is Unsane on Tubi?
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, I have it on Blu-ray.
But if for the audience to view along with us, if we're gonna suffer,
Oh, good
we should
point.
suffer. I'm gonna look right now. Unsane. It shows Amazon. You're gonna have to pay to rent it. So if you don't have Steven Soderbergh's Sodomizer's Unsane movie that it hurts your butthole when you watch it. If you don't have it, you can still watch and hang out with us as we suffer through it and drink a lot of booze. What type of booze will we drink for this? Are we going to mix something up? Are we going to drink beers? What are we going to do?
Well, if we're
damn, old man. That's what you get for grooming yourself by licking your arms. You got a fur ball now.
I know, I do. I got to puke it on the floor. I blame the cats, but it's me. I mean, we can. I'm obviously going to do, more of the hard stuff along with the beer. So I don't know if you want any vodka.
I don't like to mix. I want one or the other. We'll figure it out though.
Well, yeah. So that way we can just sleep.
Steel Reserve. There you go. John, have some Steel Reserve. A Black Label, Johnny Walker. Jeff pre-ordered Debbie Does Dallas on Blu-ray today. Vinegar Syndrome is releasing Mezzaline label. So, Jeff, is this a video that you got to watch with John's mom, like side by side? A little, you can.
She does like the 80s movies. Yeah, the 80s porn. So yeah, she is a fan of that.
Brittany Griner. No, we don't need to see Brittany Griner. You have to show the Brittany dance with knives. No, no. If I sit here and scroll through and find it, but I was looking for a good Brittany one. I couldn't find a real funny, cringy one, but that one would have been great. Brittany with the knives it's like, put those down, woman. You're gonna hurt yourself.
You can watch Unsane in other places, but yeah, you just kind of have to find it.
It's usually pretty accurate. It's just showing Amazon right now.
So,
Captain and Coke. Captain Morgan and Coke is good. Captain Morgan. I do love me some spice rum. Captain Morgan is a good one. Metal Greg, you may. Captain Morgan has a fucking apple whiskey, I think, or an apple rum or something. Maybe we'll have to find that. I saw Captain Morgan apple. Might have to go find that. John's mom gets jealous if I watch porn in her presence. Well, I kind of understand. So some girls are down with it, some aren't. Her hairy body gives her an inferiority complex. Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? She was born with it.
Yeah.
I
wonder if Tubi. So according to Unsane, or according to IMDb, Unsane is not on Tubi. Is what Unsane? No. Is what Jeff? Is what?
It's a good thing I don't like my mom.
I know, John. Let's get off your mom because Jeff did last night. But
get off that thing.
So, anyways, we intend on having some fun Wednesday night and Thursday night. You never know when or where there may be a live stream Wednesday night and Thursday night. Vegas is going to be popping. We're going to have a great time. It's too bad Cinestalkers, I don't think, going to be able to come. We'll see what happens, but I think right now it's not going to happen. But John and I are going to have a great time. Looking forward to going and seeing Joe Lujan and then hanging out and recovering from hangovers with some good Denny's Grand Slams.
Yes.
And then nursing a hangover, walking around Zia.
We're going to look like your picture here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And we'll also probably do a little photo shoot and take some more pictures while we're out there, so I can have more. House of GFM. I've contemplated that. but we did that once already. Yeah. What movie one doesn't like you anymore? I know, Lou. I know. He
loves me though.
He's a puta. I don't know. Yeah, I know. 9 hours live, right? Should we do a 9 hour live? And I definitely need some motherfucking chicken sandwiches.
Because we can get, we'll go by the store. That's where we'll get the booze, and then if you want, we can hit the pizza place, and then get like the calzones or whatever it is. They have a good 2 deal for like 2 mediums. I think it's like 1 topping, 1 or 2 toppings.
Well,
we could do that.
But are we going to? Oh, for like Thursday dinner? So before watching Unsane, or eating while we watch Unsane. I feel like if we're gonna watch Unsane, we're allowed to eat during that video.
We
have a no eating on camera rule because it's
that's
unless
Thursday
you're taste testing something,
or Wednesday.
Well, Wednesday is like bars and going out and having fun. Remember, like
then I don't think we could do Unsane. Because I have to work Friday. I have to wake up at 7.
Oh,
that's why I was saying we can only do one. There could be only one.
Be one, yeah.
So if you want to hit bars and everything,
you drink before work every fucking time I go out there, John.
Not like we're going to. If we're gonna get really ripped during that, I thought that was the idea with Unsane, was to eat and just get ripped. But I can't do that with work. I can't.
No, you can't do that with work. Jeff says screw work.
I would like to, but there's no way.
Call in sick. Tell them your car broke down. You can't make it.
Yeah. No, I felt really amazing. I felt horrible last week. I just did not feel well. I think it was allergies were just kicking my ass. So I did call and say, look, is there anybody available? Like if there's 2 people at one of the properties, can they come over and cover for me? And I felt really stupid for that because I live 20 feet away from the office. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, even if I'm sick, I should be able to go to the office.
Yeah. Well, so this is my thing. I don't want to go out to Vegas this week and not like party and like go.
Then we can't do Unsane unless we do Unsane, but we don't get drunk on Thursday. We could do that. Maybe just have a couple beers, something, nothing crazy or whatever, or just hang out and do Unsane live. But the question is, does Miranda work? I don't even know. I think she does work like Wednesday and Thursday nights, right? I know she does graveyard shifts, but
we'll have to find out too. Because if she's not, because she wanted to come over for that as well. That would make for a very fun live stream if we have Miranda there with us too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her driving home after drinking, though.
Well, no.
She's now even further away from me than we were before.
Yeah. Well, and that's all things, logistically we'll have to figure out. I mean, if Paul comes with her, or if Paul drops her off, if he has to like work or anything, and then first of all, we got to know if she's available to come hang out. Yeah. We'll figure it out. You can work hungover, John. Pop an Advil and some caffeine.
Not with how I would want to get drunk. No,
John. There is this little thing that a lot of folks down in Colombia work very hard on, and it's Eric Clapton wrote a song about it.
Lola?
Yes, exactly. Fucking a dude will definitely help you get through the workday with a hangover. There you go. Slip John a few Cosbys. I don't need to slip John a few Cosbys. If I wanted to take advantage of John, he would let me, I'm sure.
My whole thing is that I don't. So like if we're doing an Uber to these different places, that's fine because I don't have to drive.
Oh, I had no intention of doing an Uber. I figured going here, having a beer, going there, whatever. I have a list of places I've been dying to go check out.
Okay.
So, and that's why I just thought we would, we could go have dinner with Joe and then go out and do some gallivanting or whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea getting completely sloshed if I'm at home and then I could just crawl into bed. I'm fine with that. But that's why when I go to Miranda's place, I don't really get drunk or anything because I have to drive home. So
Get trash and have OGP punch you in the face many times. Tell work you got bugged. Taboos will numb your face.
it might get rid of that thing on my face too.
Or it will definitely camouflage it in. It will blend in there.
I'm so ugly right now with it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, cocaine was definitely, I was just trying to avoid saying a jar of cocaine. But the way you said that, I'm so ugly right now.
I'm so ugly right now.
Jesus Christ. I read an article.
Well, you watched Zoolander, right?
I've seen parts of Zoolander. I've never seen all of Zoolander.
It's Owen Wilson is one of the models, and I think it's the sequel where he talks about being so ugly, and it's literally like a little cut on his face, but because he's a vain supermodel, he like puts bandages all over himself and calls himself the Phantom of the Opera, but it's just this itty bitty little cut. That's how I feel.
That's funny. Where? I lost a folder. Did I accidentally delete a folder? Oh, I moved it. I accidentally moved a folder. Oops. Before we go, I want to piss John off.
Oh God, here we go.
I read an article that made me go, I wonder if John knows this. And I'm shocked and fuck you, where'd it go? Maybe it was on a different website. Let me pull this up here, and forgive me. John, say something funny.
I like boobs.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. No. Uwe Boll, Dustin Ferguson, Nick Principe, and Lisa Wilcox team up for Seed Legacy.
Well, Legacy I've known is being made for a long time. Yeah.
With Dusty?
Yeah. He beat me to it. So I wanted to see about doing a Seed 3 because I really liked the first Seed, which
you ought to message Mr. Bull and go like, have you ever seen a Dusty movie?
I don't want to do that. No, because then Ferguson could say stuff about me.
Yeah, okay.
And then that
he already fucking has.
Not to Uwe Boll, I don't think so. So
Dusty has to know that you've interviewed him a couple times. He has to know this.
Well, I'm
working with him.
So I don't know. I mean, it's
all the people that run and tell Dusty everything.
It's possible, but I don't think that he's. I mean, so far nothing has been brought up.
You don't want it to Uwe Boll. You don't want to be the bitchy, drama guy. So I get that. I kid.
No, and I did
just
ask
saw that
him.
And like,
Well, I asked him, is it possible to do Seed 4? And he said no. And I'm like, oh, why? And he goes, because I'm done with it. Because he didn't like Seed 2.
See, that's what I remember you telling me.
Yeah. So that is, and I feel sorry for Lisa Wilcox actually for that. But I don't think it's going to be any good. I mean, part 2 is not very good. It's okay. But no, I wanted to do something with him, and it's been talked about, but it's hard to kind of do something because he only owns 1 or 2 things, the properties, and there would be no way I could do those. Like, in the Name of the King, there's no way I could do that. He had Jason Statham in the first one, so how can I possibly do that? And so I asked him, well, what about a presents? Uwe Boll presents something like a zombie movie, because he's done a lot of those. And it's all about negotiating and talking.
You just need to get him to act in it. Just tell him you're gonna pay him to act in it.
In one film that he is in, he does play the president. I think it's like a zombie movie, and it's just he just records it at his desk like this, and and I want to ask him to do something like that for me. See, like if it would cost anything. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Because I do consider him to be a
Kind of
friend
like
of
John Walker does.
Yeah, do something like that. And I do consider him to be a friend of the channel. So, and I did watch Run, which is his newest one, and then he has Citizen Vigilante coming out with Army Hammer, and now he's trying to crowdfund House of the like his version of House of the Dead too.
Okay.
So, which I am going to contribute to once that actually becomes live. So yeah. So
Nice.
I don't know. I would love to work with him on something.
Right on. Okay, so a few more comments here. House of GFam says it ain't a drunk live stream until you're eating a burger on the floor like the Hoff. Yeah, that is a
Oh my
classic.
God, that's right.
I'll tell you what, have you not seen all my live streams where I got drunk over at Matt's house? Gee, I probably was worse than Hasselhoff, the whistling torso and all. So you're a dashing figure of a man, John. There you go.
Thank you, Dad. I mean, John. Thank you.
Oh, Ken, what's up? Ken says, remember when in Vegas to do a poop in the swimming pool? Yeah, like Alan. Oh no, Alan peed in the pool, huh? Well, I think Phil and Alan peed in the pool, right? At Mike Tyson's house in The Hangover.
I think it was no, it was just Alan.
Oh, okay.
Because he sends him
and
away.
That's why Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes.
Mike, he
goes. I'll leave them.
Felt it coming in the air tonight.
Yeah.
There you go. Go smoke some rock. You'll be fine for work the next day.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever seen junk. I don't think I ever seen John drunk on a live. OGP on the other case, apple shots, right? So I'm saying.
Well, I did get drunk on New Year's. I was pretty gone.
Yeah, but not like the way I've been drunk on lives where I can't get off the ground.
Well, for me recently, that would probably be. Well, no, we had that one time after you helped me move, where we really were doing the "I love you, man. I love you."
But we weren't live though. We were just
no, we weren't. No,
This is. I would fall asleep on Matt's patio out back because I just couldn't move. I would get to a point where I would collapse, and that was it. I was done. I would wake up, the sun was shining. It was a beautiful day. I was wearing a Coors Light box on my head, had no shirt on, and my pants were wet because I jumped in a pool. And I was laying there many hours later, surrounded by a flurry of empty Coors Light cans and an empty bottle of green apple whiskey.
That was just yesterday.
Oh man. Yes, Mario, it's now officially Mario's birthday.
Happy birthday.
52 to you, Mario. Very happy birthday, sir. Ketchup shots on the floor. No, and everybody trying to figure out when I was drunk how much it would take, how much money it would take to get me to eat a teaspoon of mustard. And there was
I was gonna say mustard would probably be the way to go.
Yeah. No, I think my amount was like at $500 and nobody would throw a $500 super chat. $100. I don't need $100 enough to taste mustard. I don't. So a lot of people would, but eat something they don't like for $100. But let's see. Juno, what's up? Hey, OGP. Unfortunately, one of my good friends from YouTube that I collaborate streaming for 3 years on Watch Party, Sean Cinephile Sanity, passed away a couple days ago, and my condolences to his family.
Oh, that's
wow, that is a bummer, Juno. That is terrible. You know what? So many YouTubers lately have been passing away, and man, it's part of life. But when you die so young like that, like not cool. Their life was robbed from them way too early of an age. So my condolences to his family and you as well.
Yes.
That is terrible.
Too. Yeah.
Army Hammer, the real serial killer cannibal.
I hope that I would like to interview him for that.
We need to do a live stream once where we challenge the viewers to say something that will upset John.
Like,
or get John to react. I said, Army Hammer, the serial killer cannibal. And John said, "Oh."
well, I do that because it doesn't bother me. It's that his family is horrible. I mean, if you've ever seen the documentary, I mean, he is the heir to Arm and Hammer. So that's the, and that's why he has so much money. But his family, like his grandfather, is horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible. And so I watched it because on the last interview that I did with Yui Bowl is I wanted to talk to him about Army Hammer because he's in a citizen vigilante. And I asked him, like, did you watch the documentary? Does any of that bother you? And he said, no, not at all. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
OGP, you do things for $3. I know. I do. I jump in pools for $3. It goes from like 100 down to $3.
I would lick mustard off of OGP's nipples.
Fuck your mother. You would not.
Yes, I would. No,
and that's when you would have a good excuse not to go into work the next day because I'd punch you in the face a lot and you'd look like you got mud. No.
Yeah, right there,
nipples,
and I'll nip and I'll lick that off. You don't even have to taste it.
Jesus fucking Christ! I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Thank you, Metal God. The huge Exorcismo Blu-ray box set is down to $131 on Amazon.
Still too crazy.
$131 is steep for physical media, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a collector. You do what you got to do. So John, I'll see you in a couple days.
Yes. Yeah, I have to I don't even think I'm gonna have time to clean the house.
You fucking better.
When? I have to watch a movie tonight. I have to watch a movie tomorrow. Then I'm recording a video, and then you'll be.
So you get off work at like 6, spend 30 minutes dealing with and loving the cat.
I clean the house for you to begin with. Okay.
And then you watch an hour and a half movie. So now it's like 8, maybe 8:30.
That's not how things work.
Let's add in dinner. So it's 9 o'clock. So there you go. You have 9 till whenever you go to bed to clean. Well, I'm just saying, if I come over and there are like shit stained tighty whities laying on the floor like I saw last time, I am gonna have an issue with that.
Did you see that? I don't even wear tighty whities.
Well, maybe.
I know who has the shit stained underwear, sir.
Don't make me take my underwear off right now and show you. Believe me, I am the one who is very germophobic. And man, if I had any type of duty in my pooper, I immediately shit and shower. I don't shit without showering. And if I have to, it makes me very sad and ruins my day.
You've never seen shit filled whitey tighties here. Never. I'm a very clean person, and you know that. I don't even
You're just mad that I outed you.
Yeah, thank you.
Did miss the whipped cream on John's nipples, or is that James? Go fuck your mother. I mean, John could put whipped cream on his nipples if he wants, but I'm not. There's no part of me
$500. How about $500?
Coming in contact
with John's nipples. My nipples then?
Just rent the 4 queens. There you go. That's what I'll do. I'll just go.
$500. Would you lick the whipped cream off my nipples?
No.
$300. Would you let me lick them off yours?
Fuck no.
Hell.
I mean, we're probably around like 20 grand for this to fucking happen, because this is going to scar me for life. I need something that can really, that I will remember. I need to be able to, I need money that I can do something with that I'll remember.
So what if it was,
I've spent more than $300 in one night drinking.
That way you don't even have to look at it being done.
Jesus fuck. Thank you, Jesus, for intervening here. You're being shunned by Mr. H. Christ over here, John Ward.
His mom was a prostitute, by the way. So, I think he's seen a few things.
How dare you!
His dad was a deadbeat dad. So, he's seen some things.
How dare you!
He is. He knocked her up and then left. Came back when he was 33. That's a deadbeat dad. Probably didn't pay for anything. Ew. Brother. Ew. Ew. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
We're having a off. Oh fuck. I probably gotta take my ball and go home. John really likes man titty. See, and he's gonna try and say I like man titty. John is out at himself wanting to lick my nipples. Jesus fuck. John loves hairy nipples. God damn it.
No, it says OGP loves hairy nipples.
Oh no. Oh, see, I'm traumatized now. I'm not even reading right. John, 200 for licking mustard off wet one's nips. John would do that for free. You'd probably have to pay Wet Movie 1.
Oh, that's not fair.
No, I think they would both do that for free. I think they would probably enjoy that quite a bit.
Maybe. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, possibly.
Or licking it off his badonkadonk.
Oh.
Thank you, OGP and John. Knew Sean for 3 years, getting to know him personally. Met great friends along the way. He's a big fan of horror sci-fi movies. His all-time favorite is Blade Runner. And Juno, that is a great choice for an all-time favorite.
Yeah. So sorry that happened and that it affected you.
Yes.
So hopefully,
definitely. Yeah. Hopefully you'll, carry on, doing YouTube, keeping his legacy going there. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. John's schedule's full of holes.
No, that's my underwear.
See? Holes and stains.
I only wear my underwear 3 days in a row.
Fluffy likes to watch John and Wet Movie 1 have a little bow chicka bow wow.
Bow wow wow.
OG pepperonis. Okay, enough nipple talk. I think this has been a fun stream tonight. I had a good time. John, did you have a good time?
Yes, I did.
I did too. Good. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks again, Larry, the Batman fan, for throwing that $10 super chat out. You absolutely rock. And thank you to all the legends for the constant support and everything. We appreciate you all. I'll see you in a couple nights from Las Vegas, Nevada. And we'll have some fun out there. I'm going to drag John's ass out and make him have some fun.
As long as we can sleep in.
I think that's the plan, right? Sleep in, wake up, Denny's, and Zia.
Yeah. That works for me. I think so.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan. I think that's got to be the plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been fiending for Denny's. I haven't had Denny's since last time I was out there.
I only had it on Christmas.
Okay.
I think was the last time when I went and or was it New Year's? It was one of the two where it was just packed and I thought it would be empty because it was a holiday. I came back the next day and it was like empty. It's the exact opposite.
Christmas Eve. You tried on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then I came back Christmas, I think, and it was empty. Yeah.
Wicked Network. There's definitely a live next Sunday at 7. We will definitely be here. And the Super Bowl should be wrapping up right then. So hopefully I'm very happy. If not, I'll be very sad and drinking myself under the table. So either way, I'll probably be drinking. We'll probably be drinking next week. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of booze in my life in the near future, and that is a good thing. John, it's been fun. I'm literally going to take my ball, Patriots ball that Fluffy gave me a long time ago, and I'm going to go home.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Bye, everybody. Thanks. Appreciate it. Be good. Peace and love. Peace.
It's Horror Movie Monday. You already know. Chills in the air. And the tension's low. OGP steps up, setting the tone. always in charge, yeah, sitting on the throne. Sean Ward steps in with a confident stare. Nipples getting hard from the icy glare. Bowser's in the back, creeping through the dark, lurking in the silence like a phantom arc. It's Horror Movie Monday, lights down low, screens on the screen, let the madness flow. We laugh, we jump, we scream, we play. Every week it's thrilling in a twisted way.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Fuck you!